Welcome to episode, I think it's 12.
It's 11 or 12.
It's somewhere around there.
It's
Welcome to episode 11 or 12.
Longest season of my fucking
this
life.
This is a very special fucking episode. Today,
this is our first episode after Thanksgiving. It's basically our Thanksgiving episode.
This is our Thanksgiving episode.
This is our Thanksgiving episode.
Post-Thanksgiving carbs.
Yeah, dude. This is right after the food coma.
Away
right after the food
some
coma.
pecan pie and turkey dressing. It was a problem. Yeah.
And what do you think of when you think of Thanksgiving?
I'm supposed to say family, but
yeah, it's family.
Really, it's Miller Lite.
It's Miller Lite.
Miller Lite.
Football.
Dude, Miller Lite.
Food.
What?
Football.
What? Gravy.
What?
Mashed potatoes.
What?
Turkey.
What?
Ham.
What?
Deviled eggs.
What?
Potato salad.
What?
I got beans.
Today's a very special episode because we have beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes.
Beans, greens, tomatoes.
Today's a special episode because today we have the wonderful Miss Sam McInnes, Tanner's wife, on as our interviewee. I have this theory that this episode is going to go, like how this episode is going to go. We're going to like talk about her restaurant experience and do like the normal thing.
Of course.
And
then we're going to roast me.
And then me and
I'm
Sam,
just going to get fucking roasted.
Sam and I are probably going to get up on Tanner. And then I really want to dive into like what has been like for you, us doing this podcast. Like, and I do it like tagging along with all the shit that we kind of pull you through, like all the events and stuff. So that's kind of like where I see this episode going, and I'm super excited about it because I love you. Yeah. Like we are the wives of Tanner.
Yeah, yes. I like her too.
Wife number one, wife number two.
Yeah,
I'll take the number 2 spot.
You have to.
I'll take the number 2 spot.
Only because you've never let me have sex with you.
I will stand by that.
And we can automatically confirm me and Sam have had sex at least once.
His name's Witten.
He's my favorite little fuck trophy.
I was going to say,
I've ever met.
I will never call my godson a fuck trophy, but he ain't lying. Like Tanner's right on point with that.
Yeah, dude.
Right.
My first nickname is Bud because I always say Bud, and he knows I'm talking to him. It's followed by fuck trophy, and then Cockblocker 5000 is also a name that's been thrown around.
Yeah, Sam was just like that's her anti-Baldur's Gate is Witten.
Anti-Baldur's Gate, the Baldur's Gate cock block,
the old Baldur's cock block.
The older Baldur cock dot. I have a guy.
Beans, greens.
We have an older guy I work with. He has 2 daughters, like basically our age, maybe like a little bit younger. None for you.
That's fine.
I know.
Stop.
And he said their entire life he has called them cockblockers to their face.
Oh, yeah.
And I thought that was the funniest thing ever.
Fucking hilarious. It's definitely accurate for sure.
Fucking kids.
So Sam, you have a little bit of restaurant experience. The old
I've heard
tacos be fuzzy, right?
Taco Day Fuzzy.
Good old fuzzy tacos.
Good old fuzzy tacos. I used to love fuzzy tacos.
I loved a lot of their shirts.
Right out of the
their
70s.
shirts.
Their shirts were great.
I think they got pretty decent tacos.
I think they were originally based out of Austin.
I don't know.
I think it's where the
there.
chain started.
The chain started in Austin. Jamie, can you pull that up? Yeah, it started in Austin. Who's gonna fucking look that up?
It was actually
these dipshits.
Not us.
Not us.
And not the people that listen to it.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it was my first job ever and my only restaurant experience ever. Because I started right out of high school. Because during high school, I was sports all year long, and even during the summertime. So
you were a volleyball gal, right?
Yeah,
and
volleyball, and softball,
basketball?
and then
Cricket.
What?
Screw basketball. No.
Yeah. Could you dunk?
No.
Yeah, you could.
I wasn't.
Did you ever try?
Did you ever try dunking?
I was like 5'3", 5'4" my freshman, sophomore year, and then my last 2 years is actually whenever I got tall.
Isn't it crazy that I was like 5'4" up to like when I like hit puberty, went straight to 5'8"? So like this mountain of a man you see before you was just dumpstering kids like on the playground.
The first time you introduced me to Sam, I was like, man, he barely made it. Like height-wise.
Dude, every girlfriend I've ever had has been taller than me.
Dude, I hope
tall women are just better.
I hope when Witten hits like 13, he's taller than you. I hope he gets like Taylor's height.
I told you what I'm going to do. I'm going to be like, hey, if you don't start minding, your uncle's going to come over here and whoop your ass. You understand me? He's 2 minutes down the road.
Yeah, I'm not leaving. I ain't fucking leaving. Oh, man. What's it been like being a mom of a little 2-year-old?
It's crazy.
Like,
it's nuts.
It's definitely, like, I've seen y'all go through some shit. Like, it's definitely like a journey for you guys.
Yeah. We've gone through a lot, but
Our
yeah,
little miracle.
I obviously would do anything for him. You see those videos is like, oh, would you kill for yourself?
I was about to bring that up. That's crazy.
My first my answer was yeah.
Dude, I'm at the point in my life I'd kill someone over like a Taco Bell fucking 5-layer burrito. Like, you think I'm not gonna murder someone for my son? Fuck.
Yeah.
Shit.
I mean, the things I would do
Ass.
for Miller Lite,
No, dude, I've done a lot for Miller Lite. You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of Miller Lite, shameless plug here.
Go ahead.
We want to thank Miller Lite for sponsoring our pub crawl coming up in
December 16th.
It's going to be a crazy time.
Make sure you're there.
We will have our podcast set up at each bar hop, each bar that we do, and people can walk up and tell us stories and interview with us and take a shot with us or however we lay it all out.
If everybody's feeling froggy, I will have TJ Milan there on fucking cock checking.
Yeah, we will have a security guard.
Yeah.
Tanner and I will be in pajamas.
Someone will fuck. Yeah, I'm not fighting someone in pajamas because if I lose, that looks way stupider.
It's way worse than
It's like a double down of like getting my ass whooped and looking way stupider.
But it should be a really good time. I'm excited about it. Shout out to
I think it'll be good because we're going like a little bit earlier than like when people get drunk and do stupid shit. So obviously Chris knows that my only thing was I was like, I'd love to do this podcast on the road like that. But this fucking sound equipment, I'm so scared.
Yeah.
Because this is my second child.
It's good, yeah.
I love this thing.
It's true.
Like we talked about, it's the Cadillac of fucking mixers.
It's the Cadillac
of mixers.
It's the Cadillac wine mixer.
It's the Catalina wine mixer.
Yeah. I'm excited. I think it's going to be a great time. Sam, you're going to be there.
She'll be there as well.
Sam will be working security for any thoughts that try to come up and say some crazy shit into a microphone. Because TJ doesn't hit women.
That we know of. None that can be proven in a court of law, you know what I'm saying? So, you were at the old taco place, Fuzzy Tacos, right?
Yes.
Taco de Fuzzies. What kind of stories did you develop from, how long were you there?
So, it was probably almost 2 years.
2 years.
Almost 2 years. I think within 4 to 6 months, I went from just working the register in the main area to bartender.
Oh, nice.
Which, I mean, at 18, it was...
way better money there, too.
I was surprised how they even put me in that position.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why I got put in that position in the first place was because one of the bartenders, one day, he was behind the bar, and I had walked to bring him some more glasses, and he was on the ground. And it was just, I don't know, he was out of it. And you could tell he was
drugged out.
He was on something.
Fucking dude was tweaking.
And, yeah.
Boy was tweaking and twerking.
I had to go get the manager, and I was like, I think your boy is losing it over there.
It's like, I don't know to give him an EpiPen or put on some
like
J-Cole.
Like he was tripping balls? Or?
Oh, yeah. He came to work every day, like,
a little
something,
fucked up.
but that day was extra.
The boy took some acid or something.
Oh, yeah.
I like acid.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Never done acid.
No, me and you have never done like hard drugs.
No.
And that's one thing I'm proud of.
Just the good ones.
Yeah. We listened to Dare.
We listened, sure. I'll let you believe that.
No, but after I became a bartender, it was hard because technically at 18, I'm not allowed to drink.
No, you're not. They're trying to buy you shots and stuff like that.
Not technically. You're just not allowed to drink it.
Well, technically speaking, according to the laws.
Well, when people ask, like, well, what do you recommend? I'm like, oh, shit, I don't know. Some of this stuff, I haven't even gotten to try yet. I tried to make it outside
Look at me, you dumb bitch.
Yeah.
Beer.
Drink a beer.
But the GM at the time, whenever he would make something new with, like, Crown or something, he would actually let me try it.
Oh.
Super illegal.
Yeah.
Let's go.
He wasn't there that long, but he was...
I can't imagine why.
Super nice guy. I swear he was drinking all the time while on the clock.
I mean...
I swear.
Can't relate.
We never did that
Never.
as bartenders.
Not once.
But yeah, I was all...
Oh, I've made too much. Well, I'll be darned.
I'll be darned.
I was all over the place. I mean, I was bartending, and then when we were slow, the back kitchen staff would actually let me get back there and, like, learn some stuff from them. And then probably when I hit my year mark, we had a new GM, and one of our managers, he got moved taken out of that manager position, and they put me as a 19-year-old in a manager position.
Oh, no.
And that was stressful because I had to handle the money and be the last one to close, which where that location was, because I was in the orange location. It was
popular.
The apartments were right behind.
Yeah, everyone's popping off some fuzzy tacos at that point. What? They're popping off some fuzzy tacos.
No, but that was stressful for me because I would. But I mean, the kitchen staff, whoever was closing, would always try to leave with me.
Right.
Sometimes, depending on who was on the schedule,
especially with those crown
I would have to walk outside by myself. And that was scary. But
it can't be.
Yeah,
No old men trying to fucking bring you home. At the bar, it's always there.
Look, when I was bartending, I got tipped very well, and I would always listen to the stories and like, oh yeah, really?
Oh my god!
Like be exaggerate, and because the guy, even if you just got one beer, I get $20 tip. So why not?
Just a regular, or like multiple different people?
That was just the one regular guy, and then I had a couple that were a regular that I always had their beers ready. Like, I would see them in the parking lot, already have their drinks ready.
Yeah, that's smart.
That's
good bartending right there.
It's good observation skills.
Good observation skills. Observation hockey?
Nobody's
One Piece.
And I also moved my own kegs and rehooked them up. And
some Donkey Kong shit.
I dropped it on my foot one time. It bounced off.
I watched a guy throw an empty keg across the kitchen one time because he was mad. That was awesome.
Really?
Very impressive.
Can't even be mad at that guy. He's just like, dude, that's a feat of strength.
He just fucking Donkey Konged it. Almost hit the little prep girl. She was like, adios mio. And I was like,
adios mio.
Jeez.
Oh god, I'm just thinking of her getting smoked with the fucking keg.
I got nervous for her. There's not many times I get nervous for people. I got nervous for her.
Yeah, she would have been Dunsky.
It would have been.
She's probably the size of that keg.
Easily.
Height-wise.
She could definitely fit inside of it if it was opened.
Let's do it.
What?
Let's put her in the keg.
Let's go find her.
Let's find her and put her in the keg. Who the fuck? Group chat.
Oh.
Hate that shit.
So I have a question for y'all.
Go ahead.
Ooh.
That's whoa.
What were y'all thoughts?
I'm interviewing you.
Because I have my thoughts, but what were y'all thoughts on people that knew the owners of the establishments that y'all worked for?
Like a customer? Like a customer comes in, they know the owner?
A customer comes in and they know the owner. So
yeah, they want special treatment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fucking hated that shit.
I
fucking can't stand it. There's some people who are cool.
There's a right way and a wrong way.
There's a right way and a wrong way to everything like that. There's some guys that are like, they do. Talk to Kevin. He knows how I want my steaks done. They know. They know.
Yeah.
I'll know if you don't do it right.
Yeah.
And like some people, they'd come in with like the triple shot drink. They're like, well, so and so makes this for me, and I'm like, I legally cannot give you 3 shots in a drink. I'm like, it's not legal. Like, go get them. And of course they'll make it for me. I'm like, you're just fucking.
Yeah. You're putting fuel on a fire.
I'm like, you're not helping at all. At all. I hate that shit.
Yeah, there's a right and wrong way.
There's a right way and wrong way.
But it is annoying.
It's annoying as fuck. Did you run into that too?
I have like 3 instances. The first one would be basically 2 or 3 families with kids that came in that are friends with the owners.
Yeah.
Their kids are all over the place. Like, I have no problem with kids screaming. I'm going to understand they're going to make a mess, but when your kids are in the front of the store and you're in the back, and they're up here making a mess and going in the bathroom and making messes.
It's the sugar. It's the sugar packets that get me.
But we have to be nice.
And the salt, like when they fuck up the salt and the sugar packets all over the place. Like,
no, it was like paper towels everywhere coming out of the bathroom, and I'm like, God.
Yeah,
you have to be nice to them because the owners know them.
The owner knows
and you know the owners know them.
Have you, speaking of that, some restaurant news, again, haven't had one of these since episode 1, season 1. There is a restaurant somewhere in the U.S., can't remember where, I want to say New York. That just sounds right to me. But either way, if your kids are bad, they have an automatic bad kid gratuity that gets added to your bill if you allow your child to sit there and scream or
like an
tear an inconvenience charge. Yeah. And like if they're running around, you get like basically like a 15% thing attacked onto your. I'm gonna fucking.
Who is texting us? Because my phone's going off too.
It's the fucking Cowboys group chat.
Oh,
silence it.
Yeah.
But yeah, what are your thoughts on that? Because a lot of people were angry about it, especially parents.
I mean, I believe in gratuity. Like if you come in with,
but we're talking party, like $15 extra charged to your tab because your kid was acting up.
If they are doing it correctly, so like you said, like we're all parents. I know that there's gonna be times when your kid's tired and you got to dinner late and it's past their bedtime, but and you need to stop and eat food because you don't have anything at the house. Like there's nothing you can do about that. Like you as a parent, like you had to show up late. You had something going on. But like letting your kids run around and terrorize the restaurant is different than
I think it's kind of like them adding a rule in the NFL, but it adds a lot of gray area. You don't realize that rule is going to add a lot of gray area.
There's going to be a very situational
your kid starts crying real loud or whatever, and usually we do what our parents do. You just take them outside till they calm down, bring them back in. If you did that and then I got a tax added to my bill, I would be fucking furious. Yeah, I would be furious at that point. So there's a lot of gray area because like you're talking like if I knew my kid was running around fucking tearing up the hose stand, going to the bathroom, pulling out fucking tissue paper and fucking running around with it, I'd be like, yeah, I probably earned that $15 fucking right there.
Yeah. Or like taking the crayons and pulling on the walls and shit.
If the kid's eating and they're making a mess, that's different.
No, that's completely different.
They don't know any better. Yeah. They're eating. It's
my
one
kid is a very
spot. It's not
eater.
Like you're over here and your kid's way over here.
Now,
you're not
like spilled food, that's the restaurant's responsibility anyway.
Yeah.
So like, it's definitely you can't treat a restaurant like it's a daycare. Like just because there's people there working, they're not there to watch your kids.
No, they're not there to watch your kids. Absolutely not. But like I said, it's a rule that has a lot of gray area in it.
Yeah,
it needs to be more defined of when they can give it to you and when they won't give it to you.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like
you can't really like gauge like even as
say gay
gauge.
Yeah,
like that's such a like based on about like having a good day or a bad day too.
It really is.
Like if you have a good day, you'll let a bunch of shit slide. You have a bad day, like nobody's kid's safe. Like you're gonna get $15 out of
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like fucking kid cries at the table, a 2-year-old cries at a table. They cry constantly.
Yeah. It's definitely a like I'm not saying that it's a bad idea. It just needs to be managed well.
It needs to be managed very
definitely
well because I think you're going to lose a lot of customers that way too.
Or something that is similar to that. I don't know that.
Well, it's like based on like concept. So like whenever Luke's in Mid County was here and they had that patio, like kid, go outside and play washers, go have fun. Like we're having lunch. You know that's different than sitting at. Let's just say a Buffalo Wild Wings and letting your kid run all around the bar and the restaurant. People are drinking. It's not safe.
It's not safe. People are
it's not safe at all.
Those trays full of shit.
Yeah. And even Luke's is a gray area because like they had those train tracks right there. Like that fence ain't gonna stop no kid.
No,
like,
that fence was.
Kids are crazy, man. Like,
that'd be crazy.
Watch your kid.
Watch your kid.
Watch your fucking kid. That's the moral of the story. Watch your damn kids.
Watch your damn kids.
Fucking assholes.
Now, my second problem I've had with somebody knowing the owner was, say I think we closed at 10 o'clock at night, I think, and so it was like 9:30, and I did a last call. I was like, last call so I can clean up my bar, and I told the person that was in the bar area, hey, I'm doing a last call. Do you want anything else? They're like, no, we're good. I said,
then
okay.
After.
So, 2 minutes before the closing, they're like, hey, we want to get a drink. Like I
just did last. Thank God that was empty.
Tanner almost had a heart attack.
My heart did skip a beat a little bit. I actually almost shit my pants. Go ahead.
No, but I was like, I just did last call, and the guy was like, I am friends with.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
do you know who my father is, Mr. Taco?
The ducks may swim on the lake, but my daddy
owns the lake.
Well, so I'm talking. I noticed the time. It's like, okay, now we only have 1 minute left. I'm like, look, let me go get my manager.
He can make it.
He can make the call. So whatever he says, I'll do it.
There you go.
I'm not gonna make that final call. So I went and got him, and whenever I came back, I noticed it was 10. It was
10. Okay.
10. So I was like, it's closing time. All right, fine. So I turned off the open sign as they were talking because it's 10. And, well, the guy got mad because my manager was like, sorry, no, we're not going to do it. Well, the owners found out
Yeah.
And they got pissed at us because I turned off the open sign even though it was closing time.
That's just
and they got mad at the manager because they told him no. I'm like, look,
if it wasn't your fucking friends who were begging to be served,
wouldn't have had a problem.
You would have had zero problem with it. You'd be mad at me if I served anybody else past 10 o'clock.
Easily.
So suck a butt.
Suck a big butt.
Suck a butt. Suck a big old butt. Big old butt. Just suck a big old butt. I want you to suck a big old butt.
No, it didn't irritate me. It wasn't like I didn't say last call. It was just like,
I mean, you did everything.
Like I said, hey, this is last call. I'm about to put everything up. Like I let him know up front, and he was like, no, I'm good. And then you're gonna come.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Four scores and 17 years.
Oh, you know that guy like called the owner and called you a cunt probably.
Yeah, that's how they knew in the first place.
That's how they do it.
The worst is social media. Did we all just take a drink at the same time?
Yeah. You noticed it too? Okay, I was like, that's why I laughed.
The worst thing is social media, and like, it's hard for me to speak on experiences because I still deal with it. But like the ownership, like when I was running Luke's, and like the owners were friends with people locally, and they would post something on Facebook. Like there was this meme going around when I was a GM of Luke's in Beaumont, and it was like, who has been emotionally neglected at Luke's Ice House for bad service, and like this meme went around everywhere. So every time the owner's friend like shared it or laughed at it or something, like we got a phone call about it. Like we need to do better and all this other stuff, and I'm like, it's just a thing. Like
it's just a fucking.
I called him. I was like, dude, you put me over the store for a reason, and they were like, yeah. And I said, so why are you getting mad about a stupid picture going around on Facebook? Like we're obviously killing it, and like we had to have like this huge like 3-hour-long fucking staff meeting because the owner's friend saw a Facebook post.
Oh my god,
it was so stupid.
Can you imagine?
Social media blows dick,
dude. I fucking hate
really
social media.
It sucks.
Fucking. Mark Zuckerberg piece of shit.
Like everybody's like, oh, eat local, do these things local. Social media kills local businesses. Yeah. Like, it kills it. Oh, one bad experience blows up to 15 people having a bad experience.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, Keith.
Atlanta, Georgia got
fucking dumpstered. Hurricane Keith came through. You know the black guy, his brother's an MMA fighter. His name's Keith.
The Real Milk and Honey?
Real Milk and Honey?
I don't know.
You know this guy. You've seen him on TikTok.
I'm sure I've seen him, but
You've seen him. He does food reviews. He's like,
yeah.
I got this here. I'm going to try it.
Yeah.
I'm going to rate it 1 through 10.
Yeah.
That's what he does every time,
But he does it like graciously.
No, he does it very graciously. He gets his wife or like his kid to go get the food.
Yeah.
So he doesn't like get special treatment and stuff. He does it very intelligently. I like him a lot. He went to Atlanta, Georgia. There was a meme called Hurricane Keith because everybody in Atlanta, Georgia's customer service was so dick. And they were rude as fuck to his wife and all this other shit. And then they were nice to him when he went at one place, Milk and Honey.
The real Milk and Honey. Because there's another milk. There's another Milk and Honey.
The real Milk and Honey. His wife went in and they had called ahead and said, like, can we get a table? And they were like, yes, we'll get you a table. There should be no problem. Wife walked in, asked us to get a table without him, of course. And they were like, oh no, it's gonna be like a 2-hour wait. Like open tables everywhere. And he was like, I see open tables and stuff. They're like, no.
They wouldn't
2
even
hours.
do to go.
They wouldn't even give him to go order. So she goes out, tells Keith that. Keith goes in. They're like, oh, we can get you a seat right here, right now. Whatever. I'll get you some to-go food. You want it right now? Blah, blah. He's like, my wife just walked in here and asked y'all, blah, blah, blah. He's like, so he didn't even rate him. Yeah. He didn't even give him a rating or anything. And that guy is like either your savior or the angel of death for your thing. I actually went because I was curious on like how influential he was. So I went and looked at his likes. Dude, he averages 1.5 million likes every fucking post he does. He is literally like a guardian angel.
He's awesome, yeah.
Yeah, he's a great dude, too.
Oh, he even, one
but
of those,
dude, there was not one fucking place in Atlanta, Georgia that did good.
No, there was 2 places.
There was 2?
The difference between him and just like local fucking Terry that goes into a restaurant that he just pits off because they forgot his fucking ranch. Like
the forgotten ranch.
Yeah, the issue between that guy and like the difference is like
he's unbiased.
Well, he doesn't have unrealistic expectations.
He does not.
He does not like. He has the human element in mind when he goes to eat in restaurants, and that's like a fucking problem these days. Is that nobody realizes that like people make fucking mistakes.
Yeah,
people make fucking.
Actually, speaking on that, he did one yesterday. I watched. It was like this place that gets 5 customers a day or whatever, and they like sent him a message pleading or whatever. So he got his wife to go get the food and came back, and he was trying it in his car, and you know, it's just what you said. Like, there's a human element. Like, he was like, you know, like, I kind of like, I'm missing this with this item. He's like, but dude, he's like, everything else is seasoned so well, and the customer service was so good. And he's like, I can look past that to give this a 9 because like every other element is done so fucking well. You know, they fucked up on like the fries or something, like something really minuscule. He's like, I'm not going to hold that against him. He goes, could have been a bad batch, whatever. He was like, you definitely need to try this shit. And I was like, you don't see that.
Yeah.
It's like one little fuck up with something, and they're like, fucking 1 out of 10. Place is dick.
And see, a lot of the places that he review, and he says, like, this needs this, or I didn't, you know, this was off. A lot of the restaurants that he reviews, they'll fix it.
Yeah.
They
well, I mean,
change it up. They're like, hey, we fixed that.
So, like, I have a question for you, and because you're sane,
you sure?
Thank you.
y'all seen that meme that goes around that's like, I want to find a woman that I can go out to eat with that'll send back my food if it's wrong because I won't do it. Like, men are saying that, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so like, do you like? And I know the answer in my personal experiences. Who is the harder gender to please in a restaurant, men or women?
Men.
I think you're wrong.
Okay.
I think you are absolutely fucking wrong.
I only say
Tanner, you're the deciding factor. Who is it?
so.
It's different genders.
So I will elaborate
troubles
because of.
You thought you were gonna get the same answer. You're like,
I think
you're
right.
absolutely fucking wrong.
So I want to apologize to my dad real quick. Okay.
Oh,
so
here we go. Oh, it's getting juicy.
My dad is very
picky. There's a difference between picky and being.
I remember every time we go out, his food always got sent back. It felt like there was something wrong. But there was a time where he did do the secret shopper. So he went from doing the secret shopper for a little bit, and then he stopped. And so
what do you mean doing
still
secret shopper? What is that?
So you like go into the restaurants and you like see how your experience was, and you get paid for it.
Oh shit! He actually did that.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know random people actually get paid to do that.
Yeah, that was like before.
I thought it was like a company
that they have that do surveys.
I know they had secret shoppers, but I thought that was like a company that
you get hired like almost like a waiter.
But I didn't know that they
like
like I didn't know it was like that though.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah. So he went from doing that, and then he stopped, and so he still had like that mentality, and
let's go.
So every time he would ask me and my mom and my brother, and like, hey, how was y'all's? And I'm like, oh, it's perfectly fine, even though it might be like a little off. I'm like, no, it's fine. I don't know.
I see. So, like,
mom, just so you're not throwing just like one of your parents in, my mom was that person. My mom is like the chick you're talking about. Like, I want to find a woman that's gonna send my steak back. Mom will fucking send that shit back in a heartbeat. I used to get. Because I used to be like, dude, don't talk to him. Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't do that. And then I was like, she's like, what? I go, dude, because it was right when the movie Waiting came out. And I was like, dude, they're going to spit in your fucking food. Yeah. And she's like, no, they're fucking not. I was like, they're going to fucking, this is the Chili's in Port Arthur. They're going to spit in your fucking food.
So, like, what, so you two have parents that did it. Right?
You two have parents?
So... give me an example of your dad sitting back a food item, and give me an example of your mom sitting back a food item that was super embarrassing for y'all.
Oh fuck!
And then I'm gonna put the contrast together.
I don't want to fucking do an impression of my mom, but I'm
not telling you to do an impression.
I'm gonna do an impression of my mom. I felt bad for the waitress because I felt like the waitress or the waiter always got the heat. I mean, of course, they're always going to get the heat.
That's their job.
They take the heat.
Because most people back there have a felony. Yeah. They can't take the heat.
Nobody in the kitchen is going to get talked to. But, it's always people think the waitress.
So, like, is it like, I didn't want lettuce on my burger. Can you please send it back?
Something wasn't cooked all the way through.
What was it? Like chicken? Yeah, that'll kill you.
I seen a guy eat a raw chicken yesterday on TikTok.
You're out of your kill him. You don't know it was yesterday.
Hold on, that's a sidebar. We'll talk about this later.
I mean, it was probably like the steak wasn't cooked the way he wanted.
Not a mid-rare.
It was just like, I was a kid at the time when it happened a lot.
So
he's not like that now.
I'm a little bit indifferent on that.
Once you have kids in the service industry, you kind of get better.
If I'm going and paying for a $25 steak, and I order it medium rare,
and it comes out medium well,
I'll be like, hey, like I'm not trying to be this guy, but
here it is.
I'm. Can you make it right? Can you fix it? And like I will do that.
See, I would probably be like, I'll probably eat it and be like, I did order this medium rare.
I'm like that too.
But I ate it. But it was still good. But just to keep.
But like if I'm going to Vic and Anthony's in the Golden Nugget, and my steak comes out medium well, and I'm about to drop a fucking $200 fucking bill.
Yeah, it also depends on the price of the food that you're
buying. Who gives a fuck? It's like $20.
Like if I'm going to get fucking steak fingers from Dairy Queen and they miss one of them. Like, I'm not going to go back into the...
I'm just not breaded.
Like, go back into the fucking drive-thru and be like, y'all messed up my fucking
People
6-piece McNugget. Yeah. Like, that's so dumb. Like, that's stupid.
See, if they forget my meal in the drive-thru, I'm like, I'm already home. I don't care.
You're really going to go hungry from one fucking nugget missing out of a 6-piece?
I can do my mom's really easy.
All right.
She doesn't do it anymore since me and Taylor worked in a restaurant, but just say you're the waiter and I ordered a steak.
Here's your steak.
Come back for the 2-bite check.
Okay, how's everything tasting there?
I ordered medium well.
If you're listening to this on Spotify, you have to go to YouTube and go to this minute mark to see what the fuck. If Tanner ever puts his hand that close to my face again, I'm gonna lose it.
Yeah, the plate before they even finish. How is everything cooked? The plate is in their fucking grill.
Dude, I smelt your fingers. Yeah. Like, why are you?
Guess what? I don't wash my hands.
No. I'm gonna pink eye tomorrow. That's how close your fucking hand was to my face. Okay,
I wipe with the right.
So. Did your dad do things like that? Was he like, "Hey, this is fucking wrong"? Because I got a story about my dad doing it.
I don't know.
He was. I mean,
was he rude?
I think like you gotta know your dad.
So Mark's not a rude dude, though.
No, he's not. He's just dry. He's dry.
Very dry.
Like when he says it's to the point.
But I love him to death. He cracks me up.
He's funny.
To others, it could seem like over the.
He's being an asshole.
Over the top, yeah. But I mean, and I could, because I would always be like, oh no, because I knew me. I'm like, this is him, but like. I always felt bad because it was very aggressive.
Yeah, so like when I was my dad when we were growing up, we went to Burger King, and this is one of the reasons.
Oh, he did it at a BK.
Hang on, let me tell you the story.
Shit.
So it's me and my sister, my mom, and my dad. We sit down, we eat at Burger King. We're on a road trip. I think it was the Hurricane Rita evacuation, maybe. We were coming back
Rita?
Home. Yeah.
Damn.
And we were coming back home. We already knew our house was destroyed. Like, motherfucker was stressed.
Like,
I know he was. Yeah. We go and eat Burger King, and we're sitting at a table, and my sister is eating her French fries, and she gets to the bottom of her fries, and I shit you not, like the size of a dime is just a dead housefly at the bottom of her French fries.
No.
Yeah.
Ooh. And so he's mad.
He's my dad's on edge, but there's one thing that my dad, like Mike, does. Is like he's funny about everything. If it's an awkward situation, he's gonna make a fucking joke about it. Like,
I love that. I love
that. So he walks up to the fucking counter of fucking Burger King people, and he was like,
Burkinians,
if you will,
some Burkinians,
and walks up there and he's like sets the fry cup down and he goes, I ordered fries, not flies. Could somebody take care of this for me? And he chuckles. He goes, and they were like. I'm like lost it. I'm so sorry. Like we didn't mean to do.
I'm gonna give you 500 Burger King bucks.
They were like, oh, well, we'll give you another fry. He's like, look, I don't really want another fry. Like, can you just refund me my daughter's order because she's not gonna eat anymore and it's done. And like brought the whole
that'd make you sick.
Back. Yeah,
that'd make you sick to see.
Yeah,
lose your appetite.
They didn't really get into an argument about it, but they were like just trying to give her more food. Like my sister's not going to eat anymore.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
And me and my mom didn't either. I was like, we're fucking done.
Listen,
so they ended up giving us the whole.
I would be nervous.
They gave us the whole money back.
Technically, it's not even Burger King's fault. It's your fault for going to a Burger King in the first place and expecting perfection at a Burger King.
I don't expect perfection, but I don't want fucking critters in my food.
Well, you're going to get critters at a BK. That's how it is.
Well, I know.
Go to a Whataburger like a normal Texas person.
I still have not been back to a Burger King.
I haven't either. Since your fly incident or the beginning of my life. I told you about... I have one Burger King story, which is actually crazy.
So you have
been to Burger King. And,
yelling at me about my parents' decision to bring us to a Burger King.
When I went and bought my white truck I had, that 2016 F-150.
I remember that one.
When I went and bought it, I was dating somebody at the time.
The first one you flipped or the second one?
First.
Got it. No, it was the second one.
No, it was the first one.
It was the first one.
No.
It
Second.
was the second one.
The one I never got to sit in.
Nope. I didn't get to sit in it long enough either. It makes you feel better. But I was dating somebody at the time, and she rode with me to go. I was like, I wanted my leather seats. We made a deal that I was going to get leather seats with the little fucking truck package I bought, right? And they're like, well, like, we're really backed up in the shop to do that. If you can come back tomorrow. And the dude who talked to me was like, come back tomorrow. I'll put y'all in a brand new Mustang, give you some money, you take your girlfriend out to eat, and we'll have the seats done. Made it like a whole thing because I threw a bitch fit about having to drive back to Houston. Yeah. The next day, I was like, dude, I don't have a lot of time off.
You fucking, they gave you money and you went to a fucking Burger King, Tanner?
No. Let me finish.
In a Mustang?
Let me finish. So I had to drive. They let me get the truck I was trading in. Mm-hmm. And so I drive me and my girlfriend out there, and that guy's not there. That salesman's not there. And I was like, hey, this dude, I'm dressed nice, by the way, because I was like, we're going to go to the nicest restaurant in Houston. I don't give a fuck. And so, like, I'm in, like, this button-up jeans, boots, to the nines, had my nice watch on the whole night, did my hair, like, the whole fucking nine, right? And the guy's like, oh, I don't know anything about that deal. I go, this guy's name is this. I was like, he fucking told me I was going to get into a Mustang today and go get dinner. And he was like, I don't know. And then like I am. Do you know how I get when I fucking when the fuse is gone? It's fucking on.
You're gonna blow up,
dude. I was blowing up. So here's what happened. I'm yelling at this old dude who's like the floor manager. I am chewing his ass out. And he goes, hold on, bro, hold on. And he goes to his wallet. He gives me $20. He goes, there's a delicious Burger King about 3-minute walk from here. It goes, by the time y'all get there, eat y'all's Burger King and come back, we'll have the truck done. Dude, I had to walk to a Burger King dressed to the nines with my girlfriend at the time. Got some chicken fries. Didn't have enough for the full order, by the way. Had to fucking spot it on top and then go back and get my truck and then leave. I was so fucking mad.
That's just bad customer service.
It's the worst customer service I ever heard.
Was the food good?
No mustard. No. It was terrible.
Well,
it was the worst thing you can imagine.
I truly, back to what we were talking about, like, that sucks for you. Maybe you should have just made them book and do the seats that day, but whatever. It's on you.
You keep tapping my leg like this.
It's on you.
Is that you?
Yeah, that's
I thought it was Chris. I was like,
I'm over here.
Tapping my fucking leg.
All the way over here.
You got long legs, motherfucker.
I really hate how you think I would tap on your leg.
Yeah. You got long legs. You're like the fucking missing link walking through my house, motherfucker. Sasquatch looking bitch.
I fucking hate you.
Yeah, I hate you too. I hate you too, you son of a bitch.
I want a divorce.
Oh, fucking put the papers on the table, bitch. I'll sign the fuck out of those. I'm taking your 401k.
In my experience in the restaurant business, yeah, good luck. There ain't one.
Before you get into this, bathroom break. I'm gonna run a fucking ass. Which one of these motherfuckers is Bayou Dragons?
Hard crack. Chris, let me tell you something I've
Stop
seen.
being aggressive.
I'm not trying to be aggressive, but I'm trying to tell you about
That's what you do every time you're drunk. Stop being aggressive. Every time I start
on
yelling, you stop
Facebook
being
and
aggressive.
Instagram.
Yeah.
And I have seen them on 12 News doing segments with
I
restaurants.
forgot about Lauren Beal doing 12 News.
Lauren Bebo is the home girl.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, she'll tell you wherever you want to go to eat.
Yeah. And why guess when you can know?
Hashtag SETX Foodies.
was trying to be discreet.
Yeah, you gotta be discreet.
Streets?
You got the streets?
Discreets.
But don't even edit it right now, because we're gonna have to edit the video too. There's no point.
True.
Just edit it all at one time.
You're probably right on that.
Oh, before.
And we're back!
I'm gonna tie my shoe.
Tie your fucking shoe, you coward. What?
I'm not gonna. Almost did.
What were you gonna do?
Oh yeah.
Your video has been clipped 3,000 times. All by me. It's my ringtone.
I truly believe, in my experience,
I'm glad you do.
that
There's a fucking mosquito. I want to pop the fuck out of him. Your honor is at the stake, mosquito. My family and lineage will not allow me to let you go.
that's that situation from Shark Tale with the little shrimp. I have a sister and she's got 53 kids and she died. I will fucking murder you.
He's on you. He's on you. He's on you. He's here. I think he was in a prayer. Anyway,
I think, in my experience, that women are definitely harder to please.
that women are less.
That women are definitely harder to please in the restaurant business and in other aspects.
Stole my joke.
Unless if they're Karens, yes.
No, I truly believe that. Oh man, this is gonna get me canceled.
Go ahead.
I feel like in the restaurant business and in the bar business that
Here we go.
maybe it's just a life thing.
Oh, here we go.
That like
deep.
dudes are just really laid back, and we'll just like fucking we're so done with the end of our day that we're just like fucking I'll take what I can get.
Yeah.
That our expectations are lower a lot of the times to be like we'll just take the fuck up.
I'll accept that answer.
And I like appreciate.
We've interviewed 100 people. Let's see if it's on the board.
Like I appreciate that. Like
you bitch.
Sorry.
let's talk about y'all.
No. I want you to do your full argument, and I want to hear Sam's counter.
No, I just think that women are harder to please than men in the restaurant business because their expectations are higher and they don't know how to just like accept a fuck up and be like, this person messed up.
Oh, I mean, I can see it. Men are a lot more of an asshole sometimes, though.
Yeah, but there's so more fewer.
Because a lot, if they're the woman that they are with has an issue, a lot of the time the man that I've dealt with, it's always the husband or whoever they're with has came up.
Have we ever thought of the fact that maybe it's literally a 50-50 split?
But I've had Karens too.
Have you ever thought about that? That maybe it's a 50-50 split?
It's 2023. This is the 1950s anymore, Chris.
It all depends. But now I've had
Lecture
a situation where somebody was in the right, and it was because this lady was known in our restaurant that her kids were allergic to gluten. So
The gluten.
All the kids?
both our kids were
Gluten-free.
gluten were allergic, could be hospitalized. That kind of allergic.
Was that ever tested?
Well,
Yeah, we gave them a loaf of bread. They almost fucking died.
Well,
What do you want me to do?
How do you go to a taco shop with gluten-free kids?
there's gluten-free options.
You can't go anywhere if you did that. You wouldn't go fucking anywhere.
They had a gluten-free menu too that they
Fuzzies
asked
did?
for.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, they had a gluten-free.
Good for them.
Good for them. Outback had a gluten-free menu.
See, I was
Yeah, they did.
I was the manager at the time, and one of the cooks was giving me a hard time because she had noticed, because you know how in Fuzzies how you walk up and get the food, right?
Right.
Well, the mom had seen that the guy that was taking care of the food never changed his gloves.
Yeah.
Things to look out for.
And she was kind about it. She told me, and I was like, "Oh, let me
take care of this.
Let me fix this for you." So I told him, and he like threw a fit, and I'm like, look, I don't have time for this. You need to stop. Just change your stupid
Put some
gloves.
fucking new gloves on.
So easy to do.
It's
such
not
an easy fix.
And he made it like it was a big deal. I'm like, dude, it's not that hard. Just change your gloves.
The guy's got a
When you're
fucking
done
prior.
with
You might
this
be
food.
careful.
He might have been having a bad day. Human element.
No, I think he was just something else. But he fought it the whole time, and
Or
I had.
it was either a bad day or cocaine. It was one of the two. You never know with these kitchen guys.
I think he was just crazy.
That's
True.
true.
Psychos are a deal.
All right, Chris, you want to get into the submitted questions?
Oh, yeah, we have a few of those.
By the way, while Chris is pulling up these submitted questions, when we make a goddamn Facebook post,
Yeah, like, I appreciate you guys liking it.
Yeah, y'all like and share it. Y'all do everything but type a fucking question. And I think it's because half you motherfuckers can't read.
Oh, also, since this is our first video episode and we're putting it on YouTube, please hit the like and subscribe button. I have been wanting to say
dude,
that.
definitely go to our YouTube and like and subscribe. This episode will be up. We're going to post it the same day we post the episode on the Spotify and all the other podcast stuff. So make sure you like and subscribe that after I just called y'all some motherfuckers who can't read.
Yeah.
If we get 50 subscribes, I get to slap Tanner.
Oh, what?
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that deal that we never made that I'm totally behind. Yes, please do.
Yeah.
Fair. I want the 50 subscribers.
So, also...
I did the bare minimum.
Also, and make sure we have a new sponsor with Druid Creation Co. She has a YouTube channel also. You need to go subscribe to that.
Yep, she's awesome. What's her YouTube channel?
Druid Creations Co.
Oh, okay. I was just making sure.
Yeah.
All right, first submitted question was from our friend TJ Milan.
Oh, God.
Is brisket overrated and are ribs better, Sam? That was his first question for Sam.
That's such a wild question.
Well, we live in Texas. Barbecue's a big deal.
It's true. Okay.
So
Not
he
too wild.
said, is brisket overrated and are ribs better?
Better than brisket.
Yeah.
Yes. I think
which
ribs.
one?
I think ribs are better if they're
Pork or beef
done-
ribs?
Huh?
Pork or beef?
I'm a beef rib guy, but pork ribs are
pork
amazing
ribs,
too.
fuck.
Look,
Fucking
just put ribs in
so
front of me and they're falling off the bone.
Yeah.
And they're well seasoned too.
Is that how Witten got here? Did he just get some well-seasoned ribs and put them in front of you? And
I mean, you give me food, I'm happy all day.
there we go.
Forget
That's easy for you.
Hey, forget
Yeah.
flowers. Just get me food. Have
Yeah.
food already there.
I actually tricked her into my apartment with a pizza one time.
That is fucking predatory.
No, it's not. She was of age.
That doesn't matter.
I asked her to come over and hang out, and she wouldn't come over. And I was like, "Well, I have like an extra Domino's pizza here." And then I'm not shitting you. She showed up at my house like
Yeah, I
20
sent him a
minutes
picture
later.
from his kitchen that was eating the pizza.
Yeah,
already.
she was eating the
let
pizza. I didn't
him
know she was in my house. She was just eating the pizza
What
in
the
my kitchen.
fuck?
Yeah, she fucking.
Wait, is that little
me.
rent house over there?
Yeah.
No, it's
No,
the
it was my
apartment.
apartment
Oh,
with
it's the
Greg.
apartment.
Yeah, it was the
No.
apartment with Greg.
Scarier.
Yeah, I didn't lock the door.
Yeah, just walk
I
right
gotta
in.
lock that door.
Dangerous.
I had to lock that door.
So
dude.
ribs are better than brisket, and you think brisket is overrated, or could you go for a good
I
brisket?
wouldn't
Or
say. I
brisket's
wouldn't say.
rated
I wouldn't say
appropriate.
brisket is overrated.
I think it's rated appropriately.
Brisket is good.
It's definitely
but
has the
if
hype
I had
behind
to
it, for sure.
choose between
Brisket
and ribs,
you're gonna go with ribs.
Yeah.
That's a fair assessment. Mm-hmm. I
because
fuck,
I've
I fuck
had
with
ribs.
that.
What about you?
Me? I'm more of a brisket guy. You can do so much with a brisket. Brisket burger, brisket tacos, brisket by its fucking self is amazing. I'm a big brisket
The bark
guy.
has to be right on brisket.
Oh, dude, yes.
That's like eating fried chicken,
I'm
and the
going off
outside
of-
is like the skin isn't crispy. Like I can't eat
Yeah.
the chicken.
I'm going off of the best ribs and the best brisket I had, which was basically Terry Black's in Austin, Texas, and their brisket bark was fucking legendary.
The bark's got to be good, on brisket.
Dude, and I'm definitely a beef rib guy.
Yeah,
beef rib, like that beef rib over there. You literally take that big ass fucking beef bone, just straight out of the meat. It's fucking
if
amazing.
I can eat ribs, especially ones that are it's just seasoned and it hasn't
Yeah.
been sauced yet, and it's good.
See, I'm a
Look,
non-sauce barbecue eater. Like I like barbecue that is just
Yeah.
seasoned good and dry.
Yeah.
Like
I
I love
agree with
barbecue
that.
sauce.
I love that too.
But I like
agree
I
with
like
it has
dry
to be
barbecue.
seasoned good. Like
Yeah.
I need a lot of seasoning. It can't just be your
You can't be
basic
plain
three
Jane.
seasonings.
My cholesterol needs to be
need-
fucking high when I get done.
Yeah, my heart needs to be coming out my chest.
Yeah.
Shit, I'm putting Slappy Mama on almost everything. I
Yeah,
put.
we're on the
Slappy
chupacabra now.
Mama
We're on the
and smoked
chupacabra.
chopper.
Oh, the
We're on
chupacabra.
chupacabra now.
Yeah.
We're on chupacabra. We're swapping from. If you haven't noticed, I'm slowly been changing our house to a chupacabra house. I kept some like a half can of Slap Your Mama, but I also put a full thing of.
Well, I put some Slap Your
Chupacabra.
Mama on that
that breakfast casserole I
you
made? Yeah, that's how
I
you do
fucked
it.
it up with some
Yeah.
Slap Your Mama.
Yeah, Slap Your Mama and some Cholula is like.
Oh yeah,
so good.
it's good stuff.
Dude, hot sauce on a
That's
fucking
what I love about
breakfast
going
food
to
is
your
good.
house and your brother's house. You always feed me. It's great.
Yeah, dude.
I think
fucking love
y'all wonder
cooking.
why I still just show up. It's because y'all keep feeding me.
Y'all wonder how I fucking pulled this smoke show we're fucking interviewing. It's because I fucking cook.
That's
And
that's how you've kept me around this whole time.
He can cook some steaks.
Dude, I fucking...
He reverse sears me.
Those
He's learned.
Those garlic butter skillet steaks.
Dude, yeah, dude.
Did
I
you
got
ever
the
tell
garlic
her-
butter from HEB, the homemade.
Did you ever tell her about my Papa John's garlic butter?
I
steak?
wanted to try that.
Dude.
He did
So
it with
you know
the
the
Papa
garlic
John
butters?
sauce.
Yeah.
So like fucking use that in the pan to sear my steak.
Yeah, I wanted to try that
It
because
was
I'm a big Papa
fucking
John boy.
game-changing.
I'm a big Papa John boy.
Yeah, Papa John's is a superior pizza. I'm just
Oh,
saying.
dude, yeah. One day we're gonna have like
I know
I'm gonna
Sam's a
find
Domino's girl, but Papa John's is
Papa
the superior
John's is so
pizza.
much better.
I like Papa John's.
I knew Papa when we did the pizza taste test. I knew Papa John's the first fucking bite.
yeah, and he rated at 9.9,
Yeah.
which was insane.
I love me some Papa John's.
That was actually crazy. That was more. Actually, no. I was gonna say it's more insane than the beer tasting when Chris got 9 out of 10 right. But the beer tasting is way more insane
Beer
than
tasting
the
was
pizza.
cool. Yeah.
The beer tasting was fucking insane.
So we do have another question from TJ Milan. Here we go. What are your top tier? And I'm just gonna go with like dishes that you like to eat along with Witten. What is your top tier go to dinner for making for you and Witten when you're home?
That I cook.
Yeah.
Because usually I'm not home.
Well, I mean, like whenever
well,
you're
no, that's what I'm saying.
that's what
I'm
he's
usually
asking.
working. I work nights a lot. I work nights a lot, so she does usually have to cook something for her and Whitney.
Based off of ease and tasting good.
The dinosaur nuggets and a fucking air fryer, pizza rolls.
If I've been
love
at
pizza
the
rolls.
office all
Smack
day
ass.
and I'm coming home and I don't feel like cooking, I'm throwing in some dino nuggies from HEB into
So
the air
let's
fryer.
go top
But-
5, and I want you to rank them 1 through 5. So
what
your
I
dino
normally-
nuggies. So which one do you love the most, and which one you're like, fuck?
But are we doing
Still
like
good.
what I like to eat or the most convenient?
It's
Both.
Both.
That's hard.
Like
That's
when you
tough.
come home and you're like, this will be really good for dinner night. It's going to be easy to make. What's the first thing you think of?
Nuggets.
Nuggets. Okay, we're gonna put nuggets at 1.
Anything that or just generalize anything that can be put in the air fryer.
Yeah. So
That's-
air fryer nuggets, mostly because
Yeah.
Witten will actually smoke those
He
down.
will-
You don't have to worry
yeah.
about him running around
Yeah.
and like
Yeah.
taking a bite, and running
He will
around.
sit
He
there and
will
eat 'em.
sit there and eat those nuggets
Yeah.
and mac and cheese.
Yeah.
Like a motherfucker, like a normal kid. A normal kid. Every kid fucking loves nuggets and fucking mac and cheese. What else you got?
That'd be closer to the top.
Yeah.
Now to the bottom, I'd probably put like spaghetti
Spaghetti.
because
I
that's
do-
also quick and easy.
I do fuck with some
Spaghetti is delicious
So-
and it is very quick and
The
easy.
thing is, I don't buy spaghetti sauce like the spaghetti sauce jars.
Yeah.
Because somebody doesn't like tomatoes.
Chunks.
So I buy the
They're
tomato
smooth.
sauce, just
Yes.
sauce, and then I
Yeah.
add in seasonings of
Yeah.
myself.
Yes.
Myself.
That's the
not
way
of
you do
myself.
it if you're not going to make it yourself. By the way, I've made my own Alfredo sauce a few times, which it's delicious every time I make it, but making Alfredo sauce fucking
Oh, it's
sucks.
expensive.
Oh, that's
Holy fuck. It's a constant
Yeah.
stirring,
The whipping cream, all that
adding
other
all
good
that
stuff.
shit
Yeah.
slowly. Like, it's not worth
spaghetti
it.
sauce is probably the easiest out of Italian dishes to make.
I do fuck.
Yeah.
I could fuck up some spaghetti.
I love spaghetti, dude.
I'll
I
do
love spaghetti.
Especially if you do like cook it
The
instead
spaghetti
of,
ranch.
Spaghetti.
especially if you cook it with Italian sausage.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
a
the spice
slut.
sausage.
I am a
Slut.
slut for Italian sausage. A fucking
Slut.
slut.
Yeah. And then smoked paprika. I put smoked paprika in.
It gives it a smoky flavoring. It's good.
That's why they
Everything.
call
You
it
can't-
smoked paprika.
That's
Does it
why
give it a
they
smoke-
call
Does
it-
it give it a smoked flavor?
You're about to get smoked.
Dude,
Okay, so that would probably be.
Yeah.
So I would probably put that as like 5.
how much garlic?
5.
How much garlic do you put in your spaghetti?
You use the garlic salt,
I
don't you?
use garlic salt because it has more of a
It has more of a kick, and you get a lot of garlic flavor out of that with a little bit.
Garlic is
It
the
varies
best
'cause
seasoning.
I
in the
just-
world.
Ever.
It's
Garlic
not like
ever.
oh
Fucking
here's a
best.
teaspoon of this. I just kind of go
Fucking.
go nuts
eyeball
with it.
it.
I need to taste
it.
the garlic.
Yeah.
Like, I need to. It needs to almost be overpowering.
Yeah.
That's how much I
Y'all
love
probably
fucking
thinking
garlic.
like they're probably talking about garlic powder. I'm like, no, it's garlic salt. Garlic salt,
dude, garlic
is
salt
the
and
best
garlic
thing.
powder.
Yeah.
Shout out Greg Youngblood. He showed me garlic salt, and it's like a
What?
game changer.
Dude, that's been around for.
I mean, he showed me this in 2016.
Yeah, that was in.
That's when I started cooking a lot more when I got in the apartment, and then Greg showed me garlic salt. He's like, just put this on your fucking steaks, and I've never not added garlic salt to my steaks.
Yeah, garlic salt is delicious.
It's fucking amazing.
Garlic salt's amazing.
So I'll put spaghetti at 5, nuggets at 1 because that's like
If you don't talk about your fucking meatloaf, I will lose it.
I'm getting to it.
I've never had your meatloaf.
Meatloaf would be a 3. Meatloaf would be a thing.
I do fucks with meatloaf
Dude,
too.
you ain't fucked with no meatloaf till you try
I
Sam's
love
meatloaf, dude.
So how I do my meatloaf? I do the basics.
Break it down and say it slow. Because
I do
I'm
the
gonna fucking bust.
Best.
I do the basic of like 1 egg, a little bit of milk, a little bit of Worcestershire sauce, spicy Whataburger ketchup, and regular ketchup.
Bake it with that. Oh,
of course, the Italian breadcrumbs, salt, pepper, garlic, salt, smoked paprika.
Boats nose. Spicy ketchup. Fuck.
Yeah.
I don't even care what the 2 and 4 spot are.
That meatloaf fucking slaps, son. That meatloaf slaps.
What did I say?
Look,
you're probably gonna say I'm putting it at 4, but I'm only putting it at 4 because of how long it takes to make it.
Fair.
My mac and cheese.
Oh, the mac and cheese is so good. It's homemade.
When are you gonna
My
cook for me?
homemade
Tanner
mac
cooks for me all the
and
time.
cheese.
When are you gonna cook for me?
Look, I didn't even make mac and cheese for Thanksgiving this year.
I didn't want to bring it up, but I was disappointed you didn't make your mac and cheese this year.
Somebody else was already making mac and
Yeah,
cheese,
you
so
know
I
what?
made sheet cake, which
The sheet cake was good.
everybody loved it. Your mom said it tastes like Momo's.
Oh, oof. That's high praise. High praise.
Compliment.
That's big compliment. Mama's sheet cake untouchable, son.
It wasn't exactly Momo's, but
Shout out
it was
Mama.
the
Miss you.
closest thing that I can get to
I
it.
miss her too.
I miss her.
So, but
no, I mean, if mom is giving you the mama
she
good
said
praises for the sheet cake, that's
the
big.
icing was supposed to be fudge like, so
Yep, it was good.
Have you ever done
Meth. Such a random.
Have y'all ever?
meth?
Have y'all ever? You know those like bacon bits that you buy for like
Yeah.
Have you ever
yeah.
put that on top of mac and cheese?
Yes.
I've thought about doing that.
Oh, I did it one time when I made mac and cheese like one time, and I didn't want to do the pre-made, right?
Yeah.
So I cooked a whole pack of bacon and had to chop it up. Never again.
No.
And that's why people
There's
do
something about
I was
that
like, why is
imitation
everyone?
bacon
I'm about to
bits.
say, there's a reason why all these people who do the imitation. It's how much work it is to fucking cook all that bacon and
It's
chop
just
it up.
fucking high sodium. Just I don't
Now,
know
if
what
I
the
had
fuck they're made
if
out
I had a
of.
Blackstone flat top, different story. Because you can cook a lot of shit real
Yeah.
fucking quick. I want one real bad.
If I find a rent house close to here, because I'm looking, if
Yeah.
I find one like
I'm
I'm talking like walking distance, like I'll go in with you. On
I got called homosexual at work because Josh looked over. He's like, "Why are you looking at rent houses?" I'm like, "I'm trying to help Chris look for a rent house." He's like, "Why?" I was like, "I don't know."
I don't know how much closer I can
don't
get
know.
to y'all, but I'm
I don't
fucking
know.
trying.
I was like, "That's what part I didn't want to bring up." I was like, "I'm trying to find something close." Now, I was gonna rank your taco soup in your top 5.
That wasn't my top.
No, not your taco soup. Your cowboy stew.
No, I was gonna put my chili.
I like the cowboy stew.
Chili's hard.
Cowboy stew. I love
But
that.
I don't call it.
Cowboy stew is
I
so
don't
fucking
call
easy.
it
Just
a
fucking-
cowboy stew. It's
Shit in your
it's-
fucking pantry, like it's so
What
good.
he's
That's what
talking-
cowboy stew is. Just
What-
fucking
You
throw
have-
everything in your pantry in there.
It's a perishable
corn,
stew.
Beans, ground meat.
It's the.
I like to put little green beans in mine if
But
I
it
got canned
lasts
green
a
You're
beans.
while.
fucking wild. I like that though.
Dude, just
You're
fucking
fucking
little
wild.
razzle dazzle.
That's some razzle.
And I
Don't open the dazzle.
Yeah.
No, but the reason why I put mac and cheese at 4 is because when
It's such a bitch to make.
when I make it, people make fun of me when I say this is I use the gumbo pot.
You have to.
Yeah, you make a roux.
Yeah.
I make
It's
I
making
make
a
the
roux.
roux first, and then
It's the right metallurgy too for doing that.
Well,
Metallurgy?
I use the
Metallurgy type of metal.
Oh.
It's good for getting
I thought
roux.
you
It's
said
like
metal. I thought you said
non-stick. It
metallurgy.
absorbs the flavor better.
And all I could think of was that Mermaider song with the Batman.
Mermaider.
See, I've been working on my mac and cheese though. I've been putting Velveeta
Yeah.
smoked.
So we got number 1, air
Chicken
fried
nuggets.
chicken nuggies. Number 2, I don't think we said a number 2.
She said
I
chili or
was gonna
cowboy
put
stew. right?
chili because I used the was it 5 alarm, fire 5 alarm,
5 alarm chili.
false alarm or something like
5
that.
alarm.
Wait, what is that?
And then
5 Alarm chili.
it's like
powder.
a pre-mixed seasoning pack.
Yeah, it's a seasoning. Like a taco seasoning.
And then I add my stuff on top of that, so I have the base.
Plus,
that
does fuck
will
up
last
that chili.
me. Chili will last me a whole week, and I won't have to cook.
Yeah, do that with a pot of rice, and you're good, dude.
Like people judge me.
Fuck.
Your brother.
People think I'm joking, but I fuck.
Your brother actually genuinely hates when I bring this up to him, but like I actually like Wolf Brand.
I love Wolf Brand chili. Me and Taylor ate Wolf Brand chili our whole
He
childhood.
gave me shit for it the other day.
That's crazy.
Wolf
Brand's good.
Wolf Brand's the shit.
Me and you ate Wolf Brand when we were living in your house.
Yeah.
That was fucking
Wolf
awesome.
Brand chili is phenomenal.
Dude, talk about a gut fuck up situation. But it's good.
And then I found out this is gonna fuck your head up.
Do it.
But I tried it the other day and it was fucking delicious because I'm a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
You can buy like small, like little cans of the jalapeno nacho cheese from the concession stands.
No shot.
Oh.
You put it on top of that fucking cheese.
Holy fuck!
Did you throw some Fritos in there?
On a bed of rice.
Boy.
You know what Fritos are good? Is the HEB chili.
Oh no!
Yeah,
you get the chili. You get the
Chili
barbecue
flavor.
chili twist Fritos.
The twists. Yeah, the twists are good
And
too.
put some
But
chili on
the
top of
Frito
that?
ones are very good. I fucked them
The
up.
chili HEB brand ones.
Yeah, they're good.
they're-
Anything HEB brand is just better.
Yeah, HEB brand's good.
And then
It's just fucking better.
Although I stand by because I got an argument with that bitch in Fredericksburg about ice cream. And she said that the creamy sensations or whatever
Did the HEB brand? They said the HEB
is
brand
better,
was better
than Bluebell. You're fucking psychotic.
No.
Yeah, we got into a 45-minute argument.
No,
about
it was. He's not bullshitting. He fucking argued about ice cream
Nothing
for
is better than Blue.
45 minutes out of
I
wine
don't
while I
eat-
was drunk.
I don't eat enough ice cream to get into the conversation with you, so I didn't want to. I backed you up.
No.
If she swung on you, I would have knocked her out.
There was some swinging later. She came
Stop.
she came to dance with us. And
Yeah, that's right.
out
That's
there
what we're
swinging.
talking about.
What
Yeah.
do you mean? What do you think
Yeah,
I meant?
I don't know. I don't know.
You're out of your fucking mind.
I saw-
You're too far away.
I walked in to a
You
bed.
shut your fucking mouth.
I was
that
sharing.
never happened.
I was sharing.
It
Okay.
didn't
With
happen.
Chris, and I
it
saw
didn't
him.
happen.
Do we have any more?
He has.
Yes, there is one more question.
Chris
He
is-
was just stop telling this fucking story because it shouldn't be told. No.
Chris's thrusts have a better vertical than Michael Jordan prime. That butt cheeks were hitting the ceiling fan, son.
We have one more question.
It's been
Tanner, shut the fuck up about this.
4 times in my life I've got on my hands and knees and actually
Pray
prayed
to the Lord.
to the Lord. I just prayed that woman's pelvis survived.
Will
the
you
next
shut the
12
fuck
okay,
will you-
no,
yeah.
it's-
Yeah. You shut the fuck up?
Yeah.
All right, last question from TJ to Sam.
Yep.
Stop airing my shit out, bro.
I'm sorry.
Thank you, TJ, for all these questions.
Yeah, TJ. Everybody else can suck a butt.
He only did it because I was at his house this morning and told him I needed 3 questions to
Thank
ask
you.
Sam.
Thank you.
So the last question is a 2-parter. So I'm going to give you the first parter and then you can answer the
That's
second
how
part.
the parts work.
I'm just not going to say it all at one time is what I'm getting at. I'm saying last question, but don't be like, that was 2 more questions because you're a dick
gotcha.
and you will say that.
Okay.
Not you, Sam. You're great and you're awesome at being interviewed. Tanner just sucks sometimes.
We're going to put a poll up.
What is your favorite thing about me and Tanner starting this podcast?
Oh, no.
I don't fucking know.
I mean, you're here all the time. That's good.
I'm here all the time already.
I mean, I get to see you more than we did before. Before y'all did the podcast, it wasn't as much. Now we get to see you a lot. So
So you like having me around too?
I mean, your second wife.
That's true. I know that every time I show up, Witten gives me a hug now, and that makes me feel great.
Yeah, you've officially been around long enough to where Witten recognizes you off rip, which is great.
Doesn't even get scared when he looks out the back door and just sees me walk
person?
in. Yeah. He's like, So,
Yeah, I like the stuff y'all are getting to do, all that.
like all the events and
all
stuff.
the events. I love listening to y'all's podcasts and stuff. Y'all are.
How do you feel about your
something
family
else.
being involved in our podcast?
My papa kills me. He kills me
he cracked
in
me
a
up
good
on
way.
Facebook.
It's
That was
hilarious. His comments.
Top
are great.
5 funniest things I have ever read in my life
This thing is
was from your Pop. I've never laughed that hard in my life.
It was fucking hilarious.
I was dying.
Tanner sent it to me and then called me immediately.
I was like, dude, is that not the funniest shit you've ever seen in your life?
I called my mom and I was like, you know what Papa said.
We never even discussed that on here, did
No, we never did.
No.
I'm going to see if I can find the post. But
It's about wings.
I can tell you exactly.
No, I want to read it verbatim.
It was funny because
exactly what it
one
was.
had like a Bible verse.
No, it was right after he did the first post about oh man,
No, it wasn't even.
I don't want to
wasn't on our Facebook page. It was on one.
It was on yours.
It was on a comment
the one that you
post.
shared.
Yes, it was like I like my wings less coochie or something like that.
I don't know.
It was something around that. I don't want to say anything too vulgar because I don't want to like put words in his mouth.
That's why I'm looking it up.
And then like.
I
It
don't
was just
remember
funny because
which
it's like
post-
I like my wings with a little less coochie, something like that, and then immediately under that he put a verse from like Corinthians in there, and I was like, you can't go back and forth like that.
Oh, it's great.
It was perfect. That was like,
great.
I don't know. It's one of those things. Like, does he know that was that funny, or was that on accident?
I'm pretty
Was that
sure
on
it was
purpose?
on purpose.
If that's on purpose, that dude is a fucking genius.
Yeah.
There's a comedy genius.
Growing up with him and Mimi, it was
Dude,
it's great. I love it.
That is comedy genius at its best. Like you know, when I was growing up with Greg and stuff, I watched stand-ups my whole life.
Yeah.
Like I'm very, very familiar with like stand-up comedy and stuff. Timing, delivery, all these things are important. That hit every mark for me.
All right.
And
I found it.
found it? How did you find it?
I found it. Okay. So the original post was for Terry. So season 2, episode 1 is out now, basically. He comments. I'm not going to say his name. I like my wings.
Go ahead. Go
The
ahead.
Millie Thompsons are hitting. I like my wings mild to medium, not pussy proof. And then followed by that comment less than a minute later. This was one of the best podcasts I've heard that relates to real life. As a kid, I worked at Henry's hamburger joint and could relate to a lot of it food-wise. But believe it or not, sociologically, the medical industry and most other industries had a lot of the same stuff going on a different level. Bottom line, this is nothing new under the sun. Ecclesiastes 1:9.
Yeah.
But that man likes his wings a little
That's pussy proof.
Yeah.
Funniest shit I've ever read in my life.
Your family has just got like, even your mom and your dad, like before we started this podcast, just like embraced the fact that I was going to be around all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, they're
And
great
like,
people.
I love them to death. Like, I love your parents to death.
I mean, we talked about this last episode with Ryan, and he was like, you know, how's marriage going? And I was like, it's great. I'm like, I fucking love marriage. I'm like, I'm having a good time, because Ryan was like, he had that whole thing with his engage,
Yeah.
and he was like, Chris, you got a divorce? How was that? I was like, I love this guy. Fucking throw in a fucking comment that someone else would be shy about.
Yeah.
And you were like, you know, that she cheated. He was like, I had a similar instance, except I was cheating a lot. And he asked me, he's like, how is marriage going? I was like, I fucking love it. I was like, you know, like a lot of people you see, sometimes it's tough in-law wise, right?
Yeah.
Because like, you know, not everyone's going to fucking love you. You're not going to fucking vibe with everybody. And I was like, I have not met one person in Sam's family I did not like genuinely like.
Yeah.
Like, I think they're fucking, every last one of them are hilarious. All the women in that family are the nicest people I've ever met in my life. All the other the guys are like fucking jokesters and they fucking break your balls, which I'm into. I think that's fucking hilarious. I think that's funny.
Is Burgess an Italian last name?
No. Okay, so my papa.
Slovakian.
Sorry. So my papa, which is my mom's dad, is Slovakian from Austria.
Okay.
So,
Same as Arnold.
that I know of. Everything else is unknown. There might be, on my dad's side, the Burgess family might lead to some Indian.
We don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know.
You don't know.
We don't know.
It's all.
We might have another TJ on our hands.
No,
Can't have another one of those.
My papa was the one that introduced me to Grand Theft Auto as a kid. It was great.
Nice.
Yeah.
He was a big Xbox person. So.
Dude's an absolute G.
He did like all the IT, like the computer
I hope
stuff.
I get to meet him someday because
no, dude, you need to. He's funny. No, he's like in real life. He's funny as shit.
He cracks me up.
He's funny as shit.
Yeah, but your family has always been like really cool toward like me and Tanner just being fucking jackasses, and like then my family was cool about it, and then like the people we were worried about starting this was your mom. And like she's listening to every episode. Yeah. By the way, Miss Kim, I'm looking at you right here in the camera, Miss Kim. I'm looking at you right here because I just opened up the Facebook page Messenger.
Talk about our mustaches.
And August 13th, you sent a message that says, "Shave your mustaches, sent anonymously." Just because you type sent anonymously, doesn't mean I'm not gonna find out you hate our mustaches. So I'm looking at you. This right here. Stay. And whenever
we're not fucking leaving.
We're not fucking leaving. There's gonna come a time where you ask me to come take family pictures. At least I hope at one point in my life you do.
Please,
I'm wearing a mustache to ruin the Christmas cards. Okay.
We have never done a Christmas card.
I'm sending you a forgotten Ranch Christmas card. And you know what I'm gonna be wearing? A mustache.
Yeah, a mustache. We should do
Hurt my feelings, Miss Kim. You are my second mom. I love you till the day I die. That was uncalled for. I'm sorry.
That hurt his feelings. His feelings were hurt.
I cried a tad.
Do you remember when me and Tanner get married? You put a thing out, should I get a mullet?
No.
And I was yes.
So that was actually Big Prank Boy here. So for Peltier's wedding, he was
our wedding.
No, hold on.
Wait, no, there's a whole story behind it.
There is a whole story behind it. So Peltier, during his wedding, was like, I want all my groomsmen to have mustaches. And so how we are as a friend group, we oblige someone on their day. That's what we do.
Yep,
we got our boys back. We all had mustaches. So I had told Chris that we're all going to do handlebar mustaches and mullets. And I didn't tell anybody else that.
Facebook,
he did put it on Facebook. He was fishing.
I was trying to see if anybody else.
And I was like, do it.
Yeah, you're like,
and Miss Kim was like, absolutely not. You're gonna be at my son's wedding. Don't do it.
So,
but Tanner asked me to do it. Tanner didn't ask me. Tanner told me we were all fucking doing it.
And no one else did it. Everyone else.
I was already stressing at that
sharp.
time. I did not give up.
Dude, everyone looked so sharp.
It was great.
Looked like, dude, like your drunk uncle that works on cars, dude. It was perfect.
I thought it was great.
Really, it was funny.
Really pissed me off.
He was pissed, but he couldn't be mad at me. It was my special day.
It was your fucking wedding.
It was my wedding.
It was your wedding day. Y'all been
he was gonna get drunk enough. He was gonna get drunk enough where he didn't fucking care later.
And I did it.
No, you didn't.
I guarantee you, between me and Chance Fitzgerald, we probably could have started a fire on the dance floor with how much we were dancing that night.
Oh yeah, y'all were fucking killing it, dude. Not to mention your wedding speech could go down as legendary. Because it got my dad and my brother hype, which are very calm guys.
Oh, yeah.
To hype those two guys up it deserves like a trophy award.
Hey,
the way you ended your speech right into a song.
A line dance.
Yes, a line dance.
I had to pay the DJ because he was like, no. And I was like, you're going to do it. And he goes, I'm not. And he'll go, $10 says you are. He goes, all right, I'll cue it up. Like, I had to pay that motherfucker $10.
Dude, I wish you could have seen Taylor's face when you went into it. And he goes...
Oh, it's great.
Looking at me, he goes, that's from the Replacements. I go, yeah, I specifically asked him to do the Replacements in his speech somehow. And I'm like, I'm actually very surprised.
But you didn't know I was going to have the whole song and everything.
I didn't think you were going to fucking, I was curious how you were going to pull it off, and it was just flawless. It was like a really heartwarming speech straight into
and your dad was hyped up because, like, over the years, he's told me embarrassing stories about you, and the night before your wedding...
What?
Yeah. The night before your wedding, we were all fucked up at your parents' house. Like, just obliterated. Me and Greg Youngblood were on the verge of death.
You want to know how you know if I'm, like, super fucked up?
You hit me in the face or try to?
Oh, man, I wish I would have hit that. Not that I wanted to hit you. It's just like that was the greatest punch ever thrown in history.
Dude, I would have...
It would have dislocated your fucking jaw.
Yeah, I wouldn't have been able to give that speech the next day. So
no, there's no way.
I remember Brayden told me he was just sitting by watching the whole thing.
Oh, yeah. He almost like, Brayden almost saw a friendship
Brayden got... No, it wouldn't have destroyed our friendship. You've survived me hitting you before. You'll survive
But that was in the back of the head, not in the front, where my money is.
Well, the back of the head's worse than the front of the head.
Yeah, concussion-wise, sure.
Yeah, the death-wise, yeah. But if I would have hit you, I would have given one of my groomsmen a concussion, and then broke your fucking jaw.
Yeah.
And it would have been fucking awesome.
And we probably both deserved it.
Oh, y'all both did. I give you 2 warnings. I give y'all 2 warnings not to fuck with me, and y'all decide to keep fucking with me.
I know that you're the only way you can't fight is in pitch black darkness.
Yeah. Well, most people besides
you know what made me like even more happy is that he fucking hit the floor so hard with his hand, and he realized that if he would have hit my face, it would have broke something, and he just stopped.
You look at me, you go, I'm good. I looked at you, you go, I'm good. And I was like, I'm going to bed. That was the only one. That was crazy because I drank a lot of fucking beer that night, and I woke up with no hangover, which is crazy because the whole point was like I was saying, how you know I'm fucked up is if I smoke cigarettes. If I smoke cigarettes, I am beyond fucked up because I hate cigarettes. They make me feel like shit. And I was like, dude, I saw someone smoking. Cameron was smoking those fucking Marlboro Smooths, and I love those.
No, he was smoking ultralights.
The ultralights, that's what they're called. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's the ultralights, and they're fucking good. And I was like, dude, give me a cigarette real quick. And we're on my back porch. I know my dad doesn't care. I'm like, oh, I did a drag, and I looked into those big ass windows that go inside the house in the back porch of my old house, my parents' old house, and I looked, and I just saw my mom stand there like the Undertaker, going for like the I was like, dang. Threw the cigarette, and she was like,
While we were giving Alex his first fucking dip in the garage.
Dude, this dumb motherfucker. I was pissed off at Adam. I'll say it. I was pissed off at Adam because we gave him kayak, which is a very, very weak, like nicotine based fucking dip.
Yeah.
Right? And we gave him that, and he was like, oh, it's really good. It's really good. I can get into this, blah, blah, blah. And then he was like, Alex fucked up, went into the garage with Adam and Chance. It was like, yeah, I want another dip. Y'all got any more dip? And fucking Adam, being a fucking grown-ass man, does Copenhagen straight.
Yeah.
Right? Which I have been told is called the crack of dip. And so they gave Alex that, which if I had to put it into numbers, 3 times stronger than fucking kayak is. And they gave Alex that, and that boy went into 4-wheel drive.
I sat in the corner and just watched Alex get sick.
He was in 4-wheel drive in my parents' garage, crawling hands and knees, just and I walked in and I was like, what is wrong with Alex? Like, oh, we gave him Copenhagen straight. I go, why would you give him Copenhagen straight? I'm like, he cannot handle Copenhagen straight. It's like giving an infant Copenhagen straight.
But that night, your dad said you maybe had gone inside or you were doing something. You weren't there, and like all of us were sitting on the back porch. Mm-hmm. Your dad was like, "Greg, Chris."
Is that what we were sitting on the tractor?
Yeah, you were with Alex on the tractor. Because we couldn't get Alex off the fucking tractor after you got sick. Anyway, that's besides the point. Yeah. Your dad's back there, and he's like, "Greg, Chris, y'all got speeches tomorrow." And Greg's like, "Yeah, I've already got all mine written down." He had it down on a piece of paper, and your dad looked at me and goes, "Chris, are you ready for yours?" And I said, I'm just gonna wing it. Like I don't. That's what I do. I don't plan speeches.
I don't either. Get up there I don't either, dude. I just go.
And your dad was like, I'm gonna tell y'all a fucking story about Tanner in his closet when he was little. And he told
the dinosaur.
And he looked. Your dad looked at me and he goes, "That would be funny for you to tell in your speech."
Yeah, he wanted you to do it.
Like, all right, I'll do it. And so your speech was made up of 2 parts of like making your dad happy by telling that story because I knew that your dad wanted me to tell it. And then doing the replacements for you and Taylor.
Just so my dad's happy, because I know he listens to every podcast. Go ahead and tell them the dinosaur.
Well, you go ahead and tell it, because I'm going to fuck it up.
Are you?
Yeah.
So when I was little, which to this day, I was addicted to Jurassic Park, one of the greatest movies of our generation.
You almost got kicked out of a movie theater.
Yeah, dude. I fucking love Jurassic Park. It's a fucking amazing film.
I jumped at the Velociraptor.
Yeah. Yeah, you did. And so at McDonald's at the time, when you get a kid's meal, they give you dinosaur finger puppets.
Yeah.
Put on your fingers, right? And one day my dad, I was little, and all the way around, and my
still am in some
my
places.
mom told my dad to go get me from my room to get ready for a bath, and he was like, Tanner, where are you? Where are you? And I was like, I'm in the closet. And my dad's like, well, get out of the closet. He goes, I go, open the door. And he opened the door, and I was buck naked, nothing. I was wearing nothing but a finger puppet, not on my hands. And I go, rah, with a Velociraptor on the majority of my dick.
So I didn't tell the full story. So what I said in my speech was, I've been with Tanner for a long time with our friendship, and it's been great. And we've done a lot of stupid stuff together. But the dumbest thing he ever did was with a dinosaur finger puppet in his closet. But if y'all want to know about that, you got to go ask his dad. And your dad was just hunched over laughing.
Oh, he was dying. Because I remember my dad said, he looked at me and he goes, go show your mother. He immediately was like, go show your mother. And you know, my mom like, Tanner. Oh,
I can hear her.
Dude goes over the top.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Who taught you how to do that?
Yeah. That's my mom. She always goes, oh my God. She always puts a W in it. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Fucking perfect. Chris, do you have any questions you want to ask Sam? That
you've
wanted in, like, you've been holding in your chest.
Well, we have we have the second part to the one we already asked.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
we're one of these dick puppets.
What is your least favorite thing that you have either heard or have experienced with this podcast?
Oh boy,
least favorite.
Being like having stuck with us doing this in here. What is your least favorite?
I know
thing?
what it is.
It's okay. You can tell if it was a story. If it was. Did you get a lecture that I don't know?
No. It was just we're loud as fuck.
Oh
yeah, that'd be the only.
Most of the time, most of the time, Whitten's going to bed at 7:30. We record at 7.
And even though y'all are across the house, he has a sound machine on.
It echoes. The house echoes.
Tanner's
really bad.
loud.
Yeah,
so it's not me.
It's everybody.
It's
everybody.
Yeah.
The 2 Girls, 1 Ranch episode was bad because we had those 2 loud women in here. I'm loud as fuck. We went to the back porch and kept drinking. And it was just, I knew it was loud, but I was too fucking down in the whiskey to fucking stop.
So I remember waking up and looking.
No, that was the only episode you've ever texted me. You were
after that episode, I remember waking up and I like opened my eyes and I looked. All I saw was the tin roof, and I verbally go, "Fuck!" And I lift my head up and look, and you're just staring out of the fucking sliding door. I don't know if that was the first time you walked and saw us. And like we both made eye contact the first time you saw it, but I just make eye contact and I look at you and I go, thumbs up, and you were like, it's okay, and you just turn around and
look. When I noticed y'all were passed out outside, I wasn't even
Chris
fully
was on the
awake yet, and I
couch
was just
outside.
Like, I looked and saw it, and I was like, all right. And then I went and got some coffee. So
it looked like a sitcom almost. Like she looks out. I'm on the floor. And I go the concrete ground.
I go
face down.
Tanner, and you go, what? And I go, you're on the ground, and you open your eyes and you go, fuck.
Fucking empty Crown bottle.
Sam's gonna be pissed, and I go, nah, she gave me a thumbs up a minute ago. I think she's cool.
I'm like, I don't think you understand what that thumbs up meant. And they're like, yeah, he's gonna die later.
No, she was laughing. She thought it was funny.
Well, that was the only time she ever texted me and was like, y'all are so fucking loud.
Yeah, because I was trying to go to sleep.
Yeah, she's like, y'all are so fucking loud. And I was like, oh, God. I'm then, of course, I'm like, everyone shut up. My wife's trying to sleep. Fucking loud as fuck.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Have y'all ever experienced where y'all had to, y'all closed, but y'all stayed open late past midnight, almost 2 o'clock for a guest?
Bar-wise, probably not. But, like, restaurant-wise,
yeah. I'll back up all the time. We
couldn't
put chairs up. We couldn't mop until the last guest was gone.
No, I mean, like, y'all closed the restaurant from out of public so somebody could come in.
Doors are locked.
And you didn't have a closing time for the people that came in.
We don't have we didn't have closing times. If they came in before we locked that door. No,
she's saying like if we had like a private event post.
Oh, a private event is what you're talking about?
No.
No.
Okay. So
no.
After the Orange location closed down,
I
went to the Nederland. Port Arthur.
Nederland. It's Nederland.
Where Luke's used to be.
Yeah.
So I was there, and well, every time a Friday night when Port Neches played home,
they would do a private event
because I guess the coaches were also friends with the owners.
Of course.
They would come in. We would close the doors at 9 or 10, whatever the game would end. We would close the doors, allow them in, and we didn't have a close time for them.
Yeah. So you're fucking stuck there for 3 hours.
So I was stuck. So I had been there. I would be there from like 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and it was like almost 2 o'clock, and it was like no signs of ready to go home.
No, of course not.
No signs. And I think what pissed me off one time was, because they did this like almost every home game. Okay?
Right.
So one of the coaches, they were like, oh, you look like you want to go home. I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty tired. I still got to go, because at the time, I lived
yes.
I still live with my parents close to Mauriceville, so I still had to go from over here all the way over there at this time of the morning. Yeah. I'm like, yeah, I'm ready to go. He just walks off, and they're still there.
I fucking hate that shit.
Yeah. I was like,
when someone addresses they're being a piece of shit to you and then continue to be a piece of shit, that's way worse than someone accidentally being.
We do that to each other a lot.
I've been accidentally a piece of shit a lot in my life. But, like, I would never fucking address it and they'd be like, yeah, you're being a piece of shit. Then I'm like, oh, shit, I'm going to continue being a piece of shit. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, that's fucking wild. Yeah.
No, but I have to give a shout out. I don't know if I can give her. I don't know if I can say her name, but she knows who she is. She is general manager. She still works for them. I don't know if I can give her name or not. But she had, when she took over the older person in Orange, and then we moved to Nederland. Mm-hmm. She always had my back.
She's still the GM in Beaumont?
She's the GM. I believe she's still the GM of Beaumont.
Shout out you. You're a great person.
You're a great person.
You're a great person.
Sam says you're a great person.
You're a great person. You're a good person.
I mean, you know, she doesn't take no bullshit, but she still has your back at the same time.
No, that's a good manager.
Yeah.
Chris is like that.
And that was during those times. She was like, because she also had her hands tied behind her back of.
Yeah.
You know, but that night she was like, "Go home. I'll take the rest of this."
That's really cool. And I've said that a lot about. I've actually behind Chris's back. He doesn't know I even say these things, but I have said, I'm like if you know Chris, I'm like, you don't know work Chris. Work Chris is a different Chris. It's a different mode. And I respect the fuck out of it.
Tanner's heard me, like, he's called me, like, we're talking on the phone, and then I have to address something, and I don't hang up the phone. I'm just put him on.
We walked into one of your restaurants one time, and you just swapped, because we were having just a good time all night. Me and you were just hanging out. There's me and you, regular bullshit. We walked to the restaurant, you're like, hey, I got to go deal with something. You want to ride with me? And I was like, yeah, we'll ride. I'm not doing shit. We rode in there, and then, like, the manager of the store, is that you technically the GM, or would someone else be the GM?
At that time?
Yeah.
Somebody else was.
Someone else was. You were just running the store, right? And the GM met him at the door, and you can tell if someone's a good boss by how the GM talks to them. And, dude, this dude was P's and Q's with Chris, and Chris had, like, that, I've done a lot of leadership roles at work too, and I do the same thing. Like, you can just see it in your face. Like, you can see it in a dude's face where he's like all business, basically, right? Chris went like from we're bullshitting and being dumb as fuck like we usually are to fucking all business, and this dude is like P's and Q's, and Chris is like, just show me the fucking problem. And I was like, oh, I love this. I was like, I love that. Yeah. I love that. That's what you want in a leader. That's a leadership role, someone you want to follow. And one thing people have trouble with sometimes when you're in a leadership role is someone thinks they can run it better. And you think being like a man, this is coming from a man standpoint, obviously, is every man wants to be the leader, right? Everybody wants to be the guy leading the charge. Being a man is knowing when to follow and being a good soldier. And when it's your time to fucking lead, you know what to do. It's very important because, like, especially with my work, like, when there's a 35-year guy who's running the show, I'm not trying to fucking take the role of leader from a 35-year-old guy. I'm being a good fucking soldier, following orders, and I'm trying to learn shit along the way so that when it's my time, I will also be a good leader. And seeing that from Chris, I was very impressed. Very impressed. Turned it on that night.
That was, yeah.
It was a good night.
It was a good night.
Have you ever encountered
aliens? Yes.
Yes.
Of the fourth kind?
Yeah.
I have never finished that movie.
No.
Scared the fuck out of me.
I've seen it twice. Anyway.
And you know how I talked about earlier how I had that regular customer that always tipped $20.
Yeah. Dudes don't get those. Go ahead.
See, I never had like a woman that like that. No.
God, no. Okay. Look at us. Look at us. You settled. You settled, son.
I had an older lady.
Oh,
like.
Tell me more.
65 plus.
Did she have big tits?
At one And this is the one where this is the same lady that took that picture of me holding the margarita and Peltier made the meme about it. When
oh my god, that was my favorite meme. That was my favorite meme.
Made a meme about it. Went around Beaumont, the little fuck. Anyway,
that was pretty good.
So like, I did have a regular, and she had at the time she had a Facebook page where she went around the area and rated margaritas, and like everybody would post their margaritas and rate their margaritas, and these are good margaritas. And she came in Outback one time and she got the top shelf margarita, which were phenomenal.
Oh no, their
like,
top shelves
the
were
old school
insane.
Outback top shelf margarita was on point.
Good.
And so I made it for one time. It was like right when I moved back from Houston. Like right when I moved back, I was working like 3 jobs. And I was bartending at Outback, and she took that picture of me holding the margarita, and then like from then, every time before she came in, she would call and like ask if I was working because she didn't want anybody else to make it. And I'm like, lady, it's the same recipe. Like somebody can make the exact same margarita. Yeah, it's the exact
Let me ask you this: when you moved to Houston, were you mad when I told you to go? When you were asking all of the friend group, like, should I do this? And I was like, you need to go.
Yeah, I was upset.
I figured you were.
You
understand why I told you to go, though.
No.
You don't understand why I told you to go? What do you not understand?
I just don't.
You thought I was pushing you away?
I wanted, like, even my 2 roommates at the time were like, dude, you got to take this opportunity. You got to try to do that.
Yeah.
But I don't think either one of them wanted me to leave because they couldn't.
No, they didn't want you. No one wanted you to leave. No one wanted you to leave. But like when you have an opportunity to go to a big city like Houston, Texas, and make it big, like you got to take that opportunity.
I'm glad I did. I got my daughter out of it.
I'm about to say, are you glad?
Running out of it.
Aren't you glad you went?
I don't have anything bad
to say about
that experience that I had there. I learned
minus getting me towed.
I remember you talking about that. The baby,
motherfucker got me
baby
towed.
mama mobile. That's what I called it.
Oh, my car I had.
Yeah, your rental
sucked.
Why'd you get towed? You
told me to park somewhere. I go, where can I park my car? Because you were like, ride with me because I know where all the places are. I was like, that sounds like a great idea. Where can I park? You go, no one parks in that building. That tow zone is bullshit. They don't tow anybody there. And then it got towed the next morning when you brought me back. And I was like, you son of a bitch.
The reason why I told you to park there is because Ren's mom and we used to leave one of our cars in that parking lot. Nobody ever towed us.
They did this time. They did this time.
Yeah.
I was fucking pissed.
My bad.
But yeah, I wasn't telling you to go because I wanted you to go. I wanted you to hang out with me the rest of my life. That'd be great.
Look at us.
But look at us now. We're still here. But like, if I ever got an opportunity, I'd want y'all to tell me to go too, somewhere else or whatever. Where you can go make money.
We were young back then.
We were very young too. We were very young. That's why
for me to be 22 and a GM.
Was that 22?
I was at 22 years old when I went out there.
No,
I turned 23 out there, and I remember like when they gave me that opportunity, and I was freaking out about leaving here and going because like I didn't have anybody out there. Like I didn't have anybody in Houston. And I was just like, I'm doing this on my own. Like, I was fucking terrifying for me.
Yeah, it's scary.
Like, and plus living in Houston, it takes you fucking 35 minutes to drive 8 miles.
Yeah, it does.
I fucking hated y'all for telling me to go.
It's terrible.
But overall, like, it was, like, you were right. Like, it was definitely one of the greatest life experiences, and I got a lot out of it. Like, I got a lot of good things from it.
Mm-hmm. Could you say you're the manager, the fucking owner you are today because of me telling you to go
I don't
there?
own anything, first of all. I would say that going to Houston definitely
helped your career. Maybe made you.
I think it probably.
No, yeah, I know what he's trying to do.
I think it probably led to where you are.
Yeah, I think so too.
Fucking 100%.
I don't think it has anything to do with Tanner telling me to go.
Oh yeah, it does.
No, what I mentioned about the, if y'all had dealt with anything like that with the crazy people.
Yeah, right.
Because with that regular. I remember because he was a contractor, so they had, typically those type of workers, they travel a lot. After that job's done, they're going to the next spot.
Yeah, they try to fuck a bartender before they leave. Go ahead.
His job was done, and he was he slid across his number.
Oh yeah.
Let me tell you, this guy could have been my dad. Okay, he could have been my dad.
He could have.
He slid his number across and was like, "I'm gonna come back for you." And I was like,
I'm going to save you. I'm going to save you from this fucking taco place.
Inside,
I'm going to take you from here, Charity.
That was the hardest time. I had to conceal my outer features because inside I was like, no. And on the outside, I'm like...
You put on your bitch face, didn't you? You're trying not to put on your bitch face.
I was trying not to...
fake smile face.
Make
I had the fake...
What? Make mild?
Make mild. Green mild, huh?
I was like, yeah,
Well, want to go balls?
He's
And
the
then-
bird.
No, he walked out and I tossed it in the trash. I was like, no. And then a few weeks later, the location closed. And I was like, he's never gonna find me.
random funny story.
Before you do the random funny story, let's run another ad.
Oh, probably need
Because we got 2 more we have to run.
what's this
Top
one?
right.
Nope.
Nice car.
Definitely not that. Hold on.
Hard crack.
Hold on. Let's see.
So, Tanner, we always talk, you've been having to talk about our sponsors. Today we wanted to do something a little different, talk about this sponsor in particular with each other. Southeast Texas Bayou Dragons.
Yeah, my favorite.
I don't know if we really hit the cusp of what they actually do, what they actually are.
That's right.
So I think this would be a good little discussion real quick to plug in for their ads from now on so people understand what they are. First of all, you should follow them on social, SETX_Bayou Dragons. And don't they also have a website?
Yeah, that was their Instagram handle. Their website is www.bayoudragons.com.
And they have apparel, stickers and stuff.
Yeah. So they have apparel, great shirts. Love them. They're good material, so they last. They feel great. Awesome hat selection, and they also have cool stickers to put on your coolers or your truck or something. They also do a $50 raffle for a duck hunt on their website you can apply for, which is also very dope.
That's cool. So Southeast Texas Bayou Dragons basically is just this wildlife. Almost like knowledge story based, kind of like what we are. We're a knowledge story base of the restaurant industry. They're a knowledge story base of wildlife in Southeast Texas.
Wildlife hunting, stuff like that. They have a great podcast.
Great podcast, great social media. They got awesome TikTok, awesome Instagram. Go check them out. And we appreciate those guys for sponsoring us. Thank you guys.
Love you.
You have your shirt and your hat. You're doing well, Sam. You're doing well. Where the fuck did I put that beer? That was in the koozie. Oh, fuck. I don't know where I put that motherfucker. You need another one?
Yeah. Just in case.
Yeah. Guess what? Graveyard!
I think I have one that could be a little funny for y'all. It's not as funny, but you can make fun of somebody. I don't care.
Real alligator. I drive a Chevrolet movie theater.
Okay.
The eyeballs fuck me up real bad.
And we're back. Taylor, I believe you had a
that
very
sounds
funny
like
story
shit.
to
Take
tell.
that goddamn thing off.
I believe you had a very funny story to tell. Is
Yeah,
this better?
I do. But gotta take that motherfucker off. I can't hear.
I don't know if
it's so muffled.
per se funny, but
Yeah, well, what was that story I was going to
Get
tell?
you off!
I can't remember the fucking story I was
I
going
can't
to
get
shit.
off!
Oh god, it is so
Holy shit! Hold on. We almost lost him, bro. We almost fucking lost him.
losing Kristen.
We almost lost Kristen.
So
I don't remember my fucking...
I believe you had a story.
I did have a story, but I totally forgot about that. I went and pissed, but Sam does have a story, so we'll use that one instead.
Have you ever dealt with an employee who has a degree, right? But they're working in the industry, and they're like, "Oh, this degree is so good," but yet
they're in a restaurant. Yeah, some fucking aerospace engineers in the restaurant.
No, so there was a girl.
Yeah, you do, don't you? You piece of shit.
Continue.
So there's this girl. She graduated with an art degree.
Smash.
Son of a bitch, that's funny. Son of a bitch.
I wouldn't if I were you.
Here's the thing.
You don't tell me what. You don't tell him what he does and doesn't smash.
Here's the thing. Anybody with a literature degree or an art degree or like a political science degree
Oh, y'all are gonna have nothing in common. You know that, right?
Exactly.
What's your moon?
But you know how they make it their own personality?
Oh.
I have a degree in this. Here are your nachos. Like, what the
I am
fuck?
better than you because I have an art degree and I make beautiful art, but I haven't shown you that I do.
I make amazing
And
art.
I should be off on Sundays.
Wow.
If you're not BD and you actually
Because
have
I
a
go to
job,
church.
Yeah, absolutely.
you actually have a fucking
like, I go
job
to
doing your
church
art,
and
which
the
she does
owner's
amazing art, by the way. She does amazing,
Beautiful wedding
We have a friend
portraits.
of ours who has an art degree as well, but she does. I actually made fun of it at work one time because a dude was sitting on her at the bar. We were working double bar back.
And it's
And,
nothing against people that
no,
have
no, no,
art
no, 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 no.
degrees.
No,
It
most of
was
them are fucking stupid. It's okay.
This person who, like, it
90%.
was her own
90%.
personality.
Yeah,
like,
but they.
I am better than y'all.
Yeah.
even
But
though
like.
I'm doing the
When
same
I was
thing.
working with this chick, she had just got her art degree when we were working together. That tells you something there.
Yeah.
And the guy was, of course, the guy's trying to spark conversation, right? She was cute at the time. And
Jesus, why'd
she still
you
is.
put that
She's
in there?
so cute.
You said at the
so cute.
time.
I know. I realized as it left my mouth, I was fucked up. And the guy asked her, he's like, are you in college? What are you doing? You know, random fuckboy activities. She was like, oh, I just finished my art degree. And he goes, oh, what kind of job does that get you? I go, nothing. And she was like, you piece of shit. She was mad at me for a week, but the joke was funny. But right now, she has a little side gig going where she basically at a wedding, she'll sit there with the stencil. And when they do like the kiss or whatever, she paints it.
No,
and it's
that is
incredible.
I think I know who you're talking about. That is just
Dude,
She's
they're
remarkable.
immaculate.
else. That
Shout
is
out-
great.
Shout out to her. They just did a gender reveal. She's having a little girl.
Yes!
Congratulations.
Finally. Good. She is a
Now,
little girl.
that
She'd be a good
takes-
girl, Mom.
That takes talent.
No, dude, she has
What I
fucking
was
tons
talking
of
about
talent.
was
And
nothing against her.
I didn't mean for it to come off like I'm saying she's ugly now. She's not. She's cute. She's a good looking woman.
Hey, Chad,
Chad 2.0.
he's fucking phenomenal, man.
Chad 2.0 is cool as fuck.
He's got the best
And
first gen Pokemon. He's got the best first gen Pokemon collection I've ever fucking seen.
yeah, no.
Good for him.
And he
What
didn't
I
even-
was saying
That's
though,
better than a big dick, honestly.
what
anyway.
I was saying about the art degree, it wasn't because like, oh, if you get an art degree,
You're fucking retarded.
yeah, no, it was because of that particular person. It was her whole personality.
Yeah.
And it was.
No, we all know somebody like that.
It was better than
I
your
work with a guy,
personality.
too, who's
I
like
have
that.
to take off on Sundays because I have to go to church, and even though you probably go,
piece of shit.
whatever, it was just. But it was like the owners
Yeah.
know I
Yeah.
go and they go and
Right. It's that whole thing.
She was somehow
Special
close to
treatment?
the owners too, and it was just,
Kind of like a special treatment thing.
it was over.
I
It's
think,
fucking
I think just
annoying.
in
And she
general,
wondered, and the thing is, she was like, I don't know why I don't make that much tips, because she was the other bartender.
Probably because you talk about your fucking art degree.
And I'm like, well, yeah, well, this thing, she didn't, because you know when you're bartending, you let the drinker talk to you.
Yeah.
You don't talk to them about you know, your problems. You can
That's
kind
actually-
of, drip a little
That's
bit.
actually,
it's actually that
that's
goes-
actually really
that goes
good.
back to what Jackson and Austin said. Is like bartending and serving is like you're basically
therapy.
a blue collar therapist.
You're a therapist.
Okay, full circle.
You can drip a
If
little.
you look to
I'm
your-
in college.
If you look to your right, you'll see Jackson that's walking in. Bum, ba-dum, bum.
You
Can't
can
see that boy.
You can talk a little bit about yourself, like, oh yeah, I'm in college.
Yeah,
I'm
they-
paying my way. Just
Yeah.
every
Your
little now thing,
dribbles.
because it does help a
Little
little bit.
dribbles
So
of,
like,
I'm poor.
you're going to call. You're working
Yep.
through college.
Yep.
Here's a tip, but
Smart.
don't talk about all your problems. Let them talk
Yeah,
to
dude,
you.
I didn't know my wife was an actual fucking sorcerer of bartending. Like, everything she's saying is 100 fucking percent.
And I think what she's getting back at is
I
like
made like $200 to $300 a night
At
it's
the Fuzzy
because you're,
Taco.
at Fuzzy's.
it's 'cause you're hot.
At Fuzzy's.
well, I think as a
and
bartender,
it wasn't even a full-fledged bar; it was a half bar.
It was a half bar.
what you have to do is you have to think deeply, and you need to
Deeply?
speak gently. You got to love much and laugh a lot.
If you're reading, are you
need to
reading
work
my
hard
kitchen
and
signs?
give freely and just
You're reading my kitchen signs.
just be kind.
You stupid fuck. Stupid fuck. But Sam, you're hitting the nail on the head with like.
Yeah.
If we had to give a fucking instructional video, we should make one day.
It's basically
We
just
should make
shut
one
the
day.
fuck up, listen to their problems, and don't talk about your shit.
But like
it's
but
perfect.
did
You
you
don't
see
even
the
have to
5-head
listen.
move she was talking about
Yeah.
with the sprinkle of I'm struggling for cash, like these little sprinkles. I'm in college. I'm a single mom. She's not a single
My
mom.
lights got shut off last night.
But you don't constantly talk about
my water bill.
You just don't talk about
No,
it
you
constantly.
don't
You
talk
just
about
do a little bit, and then you listen to them like,
right.
oh, I'm so sorry
That's
to go
right.
through that.
Very,
Like,
very smart.
And then
Very
you remember,
smart.
you have to remember, especially if they're regulars, you have to remember certain information. So when they come back in, you're like, oh, how is that going? And then it's like, oh, they care about me. Here you go.
Damn, this motherfucker's playing checkers over here.
I got had to, especially for the ones
Chess.
that already had their drinks ready.
This expression is she's playing chess while other people are playing checkers.
She's playing Chinese checkers right now.
She's
Yeah.
playing
hard.
So-
she's playing
Chinese checkers is
backgammon.
hard. She's playing Baccarat right now.
I like the orange setup with the bar because of the kegs.
Yeah.
Where it was right there behind the bar. The Nederland location.
don't remember Fuzzies
Have y'all
at
been to the
those.
Fuzzies in Nederland?
I have, yeah.
Okay, so you know where the bar was?
Yes.
Across the store.
Yeah.
Where
It was where the regular bar was
inlets
with
for the
Luke's.
regular boots. So all the way on the other
The
side.
regular boot scoots.
All the way on the other side is
Boot
where the
boogie.
kegs were, the extra kegs. So I would have to go across the store, pick it up, put it on the wheel, and bring it back because I had no help besides the GM. And she's busy because we were packed and stuff.
Is that why
So-
you were absolutely jacked when I met you?
Yes.
You were fucking
So
jacked as
I was lifting
fuck.
kegs. I was lifting kegs, and especially on Thursdays, we were packed. And here
Everybody
I am.
loves
I'm
to
having to
Thirsty
hurry up.
Thursday.
I was wondering why you were so strong you could pick me up over your head like that. That was weird to
Oh,
me.
because of keg lifts.
It was keg lifts.
keg
Keg
lifts.
lifts are actually very good.
I was proud of myself. I was
Good
like,
for the
man, I
kegels.
can lift a
The
keg.
kegels.
It was a show off for me because I'm like, hey, I can lift
Talk
a
about
keg.
my wife's vagina again, I dare you.
Hey, but speaking of moving kegs, one of our sponsors, with Carl Lambeth with Save Move Southeast. I'm doing this so we don't have to play the ad. Save Move Southeast
Good, 'cause we missed
Texas
it.
will definitely help you move anything that you need to move. Hiring somebody like that to move your kegs back and forth to your bar would actually be pretty convenient, wouldn't it? Well, imagine
Yes.
moving out of your house and having to move across the city or across the state.
And you've got to go with these off-brand people who are big-name companies and shit like that. And you've got to do some guesswork if they're going to take care of your shit and all this stuff. And like we always say, why guess when you can know? And you know you're going to have your shit taken care of and moved efficiently with Safe Move Southeast Texas. Carl Lambeth, goated. Anywho's
No, I hated Thirsty Thursdays in Nederland because
I love a good Thirsty Thursday.
I always ran out of glasses, and even though I was the only bartender that
you got
night,
Velma, didn't
I
you?
had to go back there and make sure my glasses were getting.
Where are my glasses? I just got that
Because
joke.
I mean, the other girls were supposed to help, and a lot of them weren't helping.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm having to bust
That's
my
the
ass.
key.
I got like a bunch of people waiting.
That's the key pivotal part of a restaurant is like everybody working together. And when you have that one
Cunt.
stupid son of a bitch,
Son of a bitch.
that just only wants to do what they want to
Yeah.
do to make their money and not help out the team, it's so stupid.
It's-
Like it
it's annoying.
can literally ruin the entire shift.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think we can remember it Outback because like how Outback was when like you were serving food at the bar, you had like a little undercarriage thing where you would throw the what the fuck.
Samantha,
It was a close call.
That was a close call.
you're lucky the Bayou Dragons logo is covering all your fuck ups.
All your fuck
tonight.
ups. True. Shout out Bayou
The amount of equipment you're gonna ruin with these stuff
is insane. But we had like that under tray where you just throw all the dishes
Yeah.
and stuff, and you had to get a waiter
Bust up.
to come a bust up, and you had to get a waiter to come bring it to the dishwasher for you because you're literally swamped on a Saturday night in the bar because
Yeah.
you're taking care of tables too. I've run into people not wanting to fucking come grab that or say
Yeah.
no, and whew, bad day
Especially
for you.
because when your glasses are needing to be cold too, because you have to put them in that ice box
Yeah.
to be cold too, and it's like I'm having hot glasses come in because nobody's bringing me my glasses.
You want to know one of the most fucked up things Tanner ever did as a bartender while I was waiting tables?
Go ahead.
About this whole teamwork bullshit. And this is like unlocked a fucking memory in my head. So at Outback, the bartenders would tell the servers when they couldn't pick up their drinks, like things that they needed because they couldn't leave them behind the bar. So one time I'm going to pick up a drink. Captain's Mai Tai. I remember. Those were so fucking good.
I love Captain's Mai Tais.
Tanner goes, hey, this to-go order is missing a side of fries. Can you go back there and get this side of fries, please? I was like, yeah, I got you. So I drop my drink off. I go to the back and get the side of fries. And I bring the to-go box to Tanner. And I remember he just opens the to-go box and looks me in my face and starts eating French fries. And I go, "You son of a bitch!"
It was your.
That was supposed to, yeah, he was working as a bartender. I was like, "You fuck." I hated you so much.
Listen, I was hammered.
I hated you because you felt like you were above me whenever you were back there.
I was a bartender.
Stupid. It was gay. It was dumb. I hated all of it. And I mean, it fucking sucked.
It was great. I had a great time.
No, you took advantage of it.
I did. And it was great. Oh, I love it. I love power.
Okay, Kanye. Like, Yeezy. Yeezy. Shut up.
Chris, is there anything else you want to ever ask Sam?
No, I mean, she's
pretty much open book with you.
Yeah, me and Sam, we've had we've had a lot of side convos and stuff like that. Back in the bar local days, like me and her would just like watch you do stupid shit, and we'd just hang out. Like, and what I appreciate about Sam is that like you.
Is that what you appreciate about me?
You like completely. Like my mom, so I went to Thanksgiving and I told my mom that we were going to be interviewing you for this episode. She's listened to every single one.
His mom is like our number one fan, which is great.
She was like, "Oh, I would submit questions, but like I don't want to make anything weird." She goes, "But like, is it weird that like you and Tanner are always together and like everybody makes all these jokes about you two being together and doing all this stuff? Like, is that weird for Sam?" And I was like, "I don't think Sam has ever had a problem with mine and Tanner's friendship." To the point where like she was like basically asking me if like you get mad because I'm always over here or Tanner's always with me or we're always going and doing stuff or like I'm coming to family events.
I think Sam from like the beginning of our relationship, because when we started dating, I was in the apartment with Greg and you and Peltier were always at the apartment and stuff, and I think and then like even Taylor can recognize it too, and we don't go hang out we hang out at Taylor's now a lot
every week,
but before that. Taylor has mentioned he was like, I don't know what the fuck you're on or whatever. He's like, I don't have the same friends from high school. Like, he goes, all my friends I hang out with now, I met through work or softball with my kids and all this stuff. That's the friends I have now. He was like, you've had the same friends since you like started high school.
Fucking 14 years. 13 years now.
And he's like, I don't get what that magic sauce is that's happening or whatever. He's like, but like you can tell all of y'all are super tight. Like y'all like understand each other and like all this shit. Y'all can get into a fight and like a fist fight and be cool the next day.
Yeah,
and it's like
hours later,
we're good. And I was like, I don't know what it is. I just like, I've always taken pride in the fact that like I can like look at somebody and like get to know somebody and I know what kind of like man that dude is or whatever.
Genuine person.
I can genuinely tell like what kind of person you are, and I've always wanted to surround myself with someone who would go to bat with me, like no matter what the situation, if I'm wrong or right. And I think all of my friends I have right now that I hang out with every day is people who would go to bat for me at any point in my life, whatever the situation is. And that's just who I've surrounded myself with since I was fucking 13 years old. It's just who it is, and I think people recognize that when they are around me.
I think that what I had to explain to my mom was just like how special of a person you are to like all the stupid shit we did at your wedding. Like I have been in a situation like in my wedding. And then like I had a great wedding. Dude, it was awesome. Hopefully that wedding was the second one's gonna be in front of a fucking judge. Like I'm not doing it again.
But that location, I really liked the location. It was
awesome.
It was a nice location. It was beautiful. It was a beautiful.
Ended horribly.
Not the wedding.
What I was saying is like how special of a person it takes for like Tanner to find you. Like you are a genuinely special person to like recognize from the jump. And like he was in some relationships where like I wasn't allowed to come do things or like it was kind of like you're not hanging out with them today, like that kind of stuff. And like I was in that situation with him too in relationships. And so like and I explained this to my mom of just like how genuinely like special of a person you are to just accept the fact that your husband has a friend that's just always going to be here. And like,
well, I mean, like meeting everybody in the group, I mean, it's not just like friends. I mean, you're basically family.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like Witten has a bunch. Witten has 2 biological uncles, my brother and Taylor, right? So, but then he also has all his other uncles.
A fucking army.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how I view it, and I mean, that's just.
It's a good thing.
Yeah.
It's a good thing.
And it's not like, oh, those are Tanner's friends. I mean, not only Tanner's friends, they're our friends, they're family, your family. So it's like, hey, we're going to do this. And you're like, oh, but it's y'all's family. I'm like, no, well, your family too. So come on.
I can't say, I don't know if there is a fucking catalyst that just made this friend group happen, or whatever it is, or if it was just a Christmas miracle that we all just found each other.
Rare. It is rare.
It's so rare. It's very rare.
Especially with the amount of friends and stuff.
Yeah, it's a ridiculous amount of people.
compared to maybe it's a male-female thing, but that's another thing. But
it's a female thing.
I mean, with my bridal party and his groomsmen party, I mean...
Oh, that was the hardest.
I mean, he was having to choose
of
like who not to put in.
Yeah, that was so tough. So tough. I had to go seniority. I had to go with the seniority picks.
Longevity type.
I had to go with the longevity, and I still had them involved in the wedding. They were both ushers.
Yeah.
And stuff, and like I was like, I sat down with both those guys. It was Adam and Chance, but I had to sit down with both those guys and like explain it, like I love you, I do anything for you, but I had to cut it off, so I went with a longevity thing of like how long I've known this person compared to this person and whatever. I was like, I want y'all involved, be the ushers, have fun, drink all the free beer. I'm gonna put y'all in suits, like and they were both very cool about it and understanding, which. That's how our friend group is. They're very understanding.
I truly, I know that I can call or send a text in a group text and say, I need 2 people. I need 3 people. I need somebody to come meet me here to take care of a situation. Yeah. And
Sam seen me get up in the middle of the night and start putting boots on, and she's like, where the fuck are you going? Like, Chris texts me, I'll be back in a minute.
They're going to show up. Like, there's been times that I was at my lowest that you walked into your living room and there was a bucket next to the couch and I was done for. I should have died.
No, it was a literal bucket.
And I had to call him, like, I need you. But then vice versa, like, when the hurricane hit and I had fucking 3 canoes and your parents needed shit out of your house.
Yeah,
like,
that was crazy. Because you already had a roommate. Yeah. And then we came in, and so we had our 2 animals, and you had your dogs, and then
the cat.
Everybody had.
Everything.
You had your girlfriend at the time.
A lot.
And then he had his girlfriend.
A lot to ask of somebody, last minute like that, and it was.
That's what's so special about this friend group, and about talking about just like me and you too is just like. When you call and you need something, like I will make it happen. You will make it happen. That's what we do, like for each other, and that's why, like, when your brother listens to this podcast, and there was a particular episode where he he was like, I just wish that the other people would shut up because like you two talking to each other in that genuine sense, because we were talking about something about our lives, like we were talking about a certain situation, and we were like breaking it down of like what this friendship really is, and then they were like came in and like interrupted us. And your brother like was just like whatever that fucking sauce is or whatever that is that made this friend group a thing. Like people are jealous of it, and like not jealous in a bad way. And I'm not saying that your brother is. What I'm saying is like people.
No, Taylor said that it's just hard to
people
find.
genuinely say that
it's hard to find a genuine person like that.
They don't
and we have a group of like 9 to 10 guys who are genuine people. Yeah. Like just good fucking people
like I'm
to their souls.
Of course, I've come across people
you have your little friend group
that I'm friends
genuine.
with that I don't really talk as much with. I see them like, hey, how are you? Blah blah blah. But like I have Haley, BFF. I mean, I've known her
for your whole life.
Apparently, we were in the same daycare. We didn't know, and then we just softball best friends forever. And then I met Marissa briefly at Orangeville, and she moved away, and then I re-met her again when I met Tanner.
Right.
And then I met Jordan when I met Tanner, too.
Right.
So and then I met, all the other girls or the other wives and girlfriends of the group.
But you gotta understand, that's like it is forced. It is kind of forced. Like, when your friends, I have a large friend group that we're all really close. We're like brothers. I've always said that to them. Like, I got your back no matter what. We're like family. I've told them all if you're my friend, you're my fucking family.
Yeah.
If you have that title of friend, you're my family. I will go to bat with you on any situation. I don't give a fuck. You know I don't give a fuck. I'll go do whatever, whenever. And like when that guy gets married to somebody, it's like everybody's wife is cool. I like everybody's wife. Sam likes everybody's wife. But you're forcing a friendship of people.
Yeah, because we're gonna hang out.
We're gonna hang out, and then they're
have
gonna
to
be
hang
there.
Out. Yeah,
like they're gonna be there.
Yeah.
They're gonna hang out, and you just kind of pray.
No, the fun
You
ones.
just kind of pray.
The fun ones are
drama.
coworkers. Wives that you gotta meet.
Oh yeah, that's tough.
Those are always the fun ones.
Yeah, those are fucking tough.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Those are good ones.
Because like the friends ones, you see them a whole lot more, and you get to
get
actually
to know
meet them. Whereas
Yeah, everybody-
the coworker ones,
everybody's-
like every now and then, only at work events.
I mean, with like all of our friends' wives, like I love them all. Let me make that clear. I love them all. Maddie, Macy, Lindy,
All of them.
all of them. Morgan, love them all. I really love Morgan because she's just
The realest fucking person.
motherfucker on the planet.
She will disappoint
tells you straight up,
yeah.
and
If I
I
ever-
love it.
Like, like the joke about like, I'm going to put on the Timbs and stomp you out. I've seen Morgan put on Timbs.
I've
the
seen
song.
her whip somebody's ass.
Yeah.
If
like,
I need
that's
somebody to
crazy.
come fight with me,
Dude.
her and Haley will probably.
I love people who scare me, and Morgan scares the shit out of me. And I love her. Like, you genuinely know what you're getting as soon as she talks to you, and I love that about her.
Yeah.
I love that about her. And Maddie's the same way. She's real. She fucking just puts it out there. You know what I mean? Like, love it or like it or love it.
I think that's also a
Lindy's the
testament-
same way. Macy's the same way. These are all real people.
That's also a testament to our friend group, though, is because like we all get along so well. And the weird part is that I don't know how to explain to people is that like each person in our friend group, we all have a different one-on-one experience with each other.
Yes.
Like so, me and Adam played
The
Little League
dynamic
baseball
is
together.
different with
me and
everybody.
Justin and Alex lived
But we
together, but
all
me and Alex
just
were best friends in
meshed.
church camp. Like,
Yeah.
like we have all of this stuff like from years and years of our past that all like kind of came circle that we just all hang out with.
Yeah.
And then the people that our friends choose to spend the rest of their life with, we end up liking them too, and that just makes it like known that those two people are compatible. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
So like just like I said, the wedding speech, like when I met you, like I thought I was going to lose a friend, and then it totally turned into like we're going out all the time. We're having a great time. Like we all like the same shit. We're all laughing. We watch Star Wars or Harry Potter. I send you Harry Potter TikToks and Star Wars TikToks all the time. We just fucking cut up and
not to
laugh.
be Fireball.
I learned that one.
Now we know. Now we know.
But that's
about whoop someone's ass that night when you came home. I was like, I'm gonna fucking like that's to tell you the level is I had to work days the next day. We didn't have a baby yet, and Sam was off the next day, and she was like, well, I'm gonna go out with my friends, and then like Peltier, Myers, Alex, and all of them are going. I'm like, fucking saddle up, go. Like, you're safe. When I text Peltier or somebody and I go, just make sure she gets home safe, I know what's going to happen when they say, yeah, I got it, whatever. And
that's a great thing because, like, I mean, if I've gone out, which there's been times where I've gone out where you've been working, but I run into your friends, and if I need them, they'll take me home if I need to take them home.
TJ took you home one time.
Yeah,
very proud of him there.
You called me that night. You're like, Chris,
I was like, hey, you need to come out.
I was like, I just got off of work. And then I said, Sam, is somebody with you? And she's like, TJ's here. So I called TJ. I was like, hey. He was like, yeah, it's fine. I already talked to Taylor.
And the funny thing is, when I called, it was almost 2 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, yeah.
It was
I said,
time.
Sam, if I get there, I'm going to walk in at 1:45. It's going to be last call. And you're like, just come. And I'm like, who's there? I got to make some more phone calls. But what I love, bringing it all back full circle about like why this episode is going to be super special to us is just like this explains like the real level of not just our friendship but our whole group, the people that we have on, and like why this podcast means so much to us.
Yeah.
And just being able to share that with everybody else.
Yeah.
Like whether it's restaurant related or not, like, and at the end of the day, when you work in a restaurant or really anywhere, you have to have that team camaraderie.
You have to.
And we have the best example to set for our kids of what like that friend group should look like. And I think that's super fucking special.
And I think everybody should have to work in the food industry or something similar.
Nice cough.
That was a super heartfelt 10 minutes that you just fucked up. Everybody, Sam, everybody should work in this industry. 1,000%.
Everybody should work in the industry
We've
because
said that
I
since season one.
think it just gives a whole perspective. It gives you more respect to when you go out to eat, when you're going shopping. It just you're not just gonna yell at the person because they're taking too long. Well, you don't know. Maybe
The
something's
service
going on.
industry
It's not on their
shows you
fault.
a human aspect.
Yes.
Of that.
You know what?
It's also helped me with my job that I currently have with the customer service voice, right? Because everybody has a customer service
voice?
Yeah. You have to, because I mean, I can tell you my voice whenever I'm talking to customers or other people, it's a higher pitched voice.
Did y'all kill that 12-pack of Topos?
Yeah.
Well, y'all are fucking G's.
Nah, I got something for us.
What's
Something
that?
special.
No, but I think
Took a picture of me today.
working in that industry, it helps in the future jobs.
We interviewed them. So, with that being said, are we going to crack this and try it on Cash real quick before we go? Because I was going to sign us off.
No, we're gonna try this real quick.
Epic Western. These are really cool people, too.
Yeah, this one's a 10% ranch water.
And we're not killing this on camera, but...
No, we're not gonna... I didn't ask you to slam it.
Okay.
I didn't fucking ask you to slam it. Oh my god! Holy shit!
Sam knows what that is. But hang on, wait.
Oh, smell it.
No, I don't.
Smell
It's a tequila.
Oh yeah. Atta girl. Cheers.
Cheers to a great episode. Thank you guys for having me and inviting me into your family.
Oh my god! Holy shit!
It's delicious, but
It's
good
so good,
Lord,
but
it's
holy
tequila.
shit!
Holy tequila!
I taste every percent of that 10.
We're gonna get off
It's
this
all
podcast
tequila.
now. Thank you all for tuning in. I hope you enjoy the first episode with video. Please like and subscribe our podcast. Follow on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts.
Fucking follow on YouTube too,
And
you pieces of shit.
Thank you, each and every one of y'all for making this to what it is today. We appreciate
I will
you.
find you if you don't follow.
Holy shit!
Shit!